how does one put shock rune on thing?
Where is you? Would you?
I would.
Yes, that's crazy.
I'd like to put shock rune on void shellflower.
You can't.
Also would like to brood in corner to charge my gun.
So, problem is the void shell is a specific item, meaning you can't put property runes on it. You can just put fundamental runes on it.
Yeah, lame. Okay, I'll just put it on the piercing wind then.
Yeah.
That's tis fine.
So you have an electric one.
I got electric one, and then I'll have a void one for if we come across thing that is unaffected by void. I can swap it.
Well, remember the void shell also does an additional die of force damage as well.
Wait, it does? Where does the void?
I told you this last session.
Oh, okay. In fairness, that was 2 weeks ago.
So one does the normal damage plus a d6 of lightning. The other one does normal damage plus an extra d6 of force damage, and can be activated to do, what was it, like 3d4 persistent cringe damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. There you go.
Sick. Okay.
You have gun 1 and gun other 1.
Yes.
Alright, let me give you hit points, you nerds. Yes, Conswana?
Yeah, what was the name of the thing you were going to suggest? Even though it's higher level.
I don't have it up now. Let me find it real quick. Devoted vestments. I think, yes. Yeah, that's it.
Slade, is there perhaps any way that I could take a slightly higher level item and then take less of something else, or?
Sure.
Because I'm kind of stumped on what items to take.
Unfortunately, like the riding effects that it get is not going to do much unless you're healing yourself. But you will get the extra focus point. You get a +2 item bonus to religion checks, and when you cast harm or heal, healing granted to the followers of that deity is increased by the rank of the spell.
Yeah.
I mean, unless any of us in here are followers of Brian, I don't know about it. I know I'm not.
Zeno, what's your deal?
My deal?
Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, has everyone finished at level 10 level up?
I finished the level up, I'm just growing my items.
That's crazy.
Same here.
God, fucking, where was the thing?
I'm missing. Hang on.
Level 8, I know.
Have I ever shown you guys what Dunsmith's gun looks like? If I have, it was forever ago.
That's if you did, it was forever ago.
Some Borderlands ass gun.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
But you
it took
play
me a second to
Borderlands.
decide. It took me a second to decide, but the middle, the like not at the end of the barrel's blade is really messing with me. I don't
Okay,
like
but
It's
what
an
it.
if
axe.
switch
Like,
axe,
the
but with a
blade-
gun?
The blade is like at the length of like a hand axe, but the barrel continues on.
Yeah, like
It's very funny.
it's goofy. It's impractical. Don't like it. It's-
All right, nerds, you ready?
It's
I don't know,
however
are
be, I guess.
you?
Hang on. Sorry, I just need to grab a skill feat.
I know what item I'm going to grab to make it so I'm more likely to pass my saves against rank or 3-action heal.
Fair.
The amulet of good health or whatever.
Backfire Mantle.
Oh.
It gives you a bonus to saves against spells from yourself and from your allies, additionally giving you resistance to splash damage from yourself and allies.
That's great.
Amazing.
And back.
Welcome
That used to
back.
only work with alchemical items. That's amazing.
Yeah, it now gives resistance to spells.
Amazing. It's the thing everyone wanted it to do.
Or not necessarily, not resistance, but a bonus to saves.
Isn't there like a anti-channeling ring?
I don't know.
You have to eat channeling.
There's a lot of fucking items, man. I don't even want.
Yeah,
to
there
be.
are.
I feel like someone had that before. I feel like someone in Abomination Vaults had an item that gave them. Oh no! It was one of the. It was one of the things from Abomination Vaults. Yeah, one of the lenses. I
What,
think.
lenses.
Yeah, made you like
Yeah.
resistant or immune to channel.
Yeah, it was the green one. It
Well,
was,
what
yeah.
if we just
No.
bought that one again?
Only one of them exists. Also, I'm
Ah,
pretty sure
you
traveled
Ward broke
pretty damn
them.
hard to get it. Breeze appears, hands over one of the lenses. It's yours now. Disappears.
You want it?
It's
It's
yours
yours.
As long as you have enough rupees. Ropes, lamp oil, bombs.
Bongs. All right, who's ready?
Can my goddamn
No.
staff fucking prep itself like it's supposed to?
Probably
Maybe.
not.
Resting for the night once again, please. I swear to fuck.
Do I have the right module for that? I did at one point. I don't know if I have it in this server. Give me a second. Manage modules. Isn't it like daily resources or something? Because they used to have PF2E dailies. Save module. Yes. Give it a second.
No, my hard work.
Squeak!
That's reloading. It's fine.
I was writing something in my bio and it didn't save.
Damn.
You monster.
Alright. Now, Kiever, try it. Your staff should now work.
There's just
Fun.
daily preparations buttons. Awesome.
Yeah. Gondwana, you can also probably do that.
Oh.
I guess that's kind of sick though.
You now have staff. Yeah. Staff of Chaos Control. Ah, it disappeared.
No, that was different. That was like the old one.
Mm.
I was getting rid of that. Because now the staff appears, and all my wands and stuff appears in
Activations.
the activations tab.
Which, if you click the spellcasting button again, I think they all appear on one page, maybe? No, they don't.
I'm okay with them not appearing on the same page, just because I don't want the page to be so fucking long.
That's crazy. I was crazy once.
Couldn't be me.
All right. Lucy, do you have your bullshit? Did you successfully add 4 of every spell in the game to your inventory?
Close to.
I Fringus. Are you prepared with all of the choices you need to make as a monk?
I don't really have many options to make. Well, many choices to make here. I just need those items all.
Give them to
Get them
yourself.
for yourself.
Badoop. Companion browser. It was the Fortune's Coin and Sash of Prowess.
Just making sure you had all your feats. Kenor, do you have all of the things that you need?
Yep. I got my Flaming Star, my Ring of Wizardry, and my Endless Grimoire, and 3 scrolls of Helpful Steps. Yep, I'm all good.
Amazing. Mud Pit? That's crazy.
I know, I can actually have Mud Pit now that I have multiple spell slots. I have to fill all of my spell slots with Shocking Grasp, because it was the only damage spell that I took.
Alright, I assume everyone's ready then.
I will be here shortly.
That means you're ready. Alrighty. Hey! I see that you rat
I
fuck.
vouched over it.
What did you do?
No, I was talking about you.
Grayson.
Ooh, what?
Don't act like you don't have me and Kiva on Steam.
I closed the game. What are you talking about?
My thing said that you opened Idle Revolution.
Okay, so what happened was I was playing Super Ninja Minor while we were waiting, and then I closed it, and it showed that the other one that I'm playing, the idle game that I'm just running in the background. I could
play that game too. Watch.
Be honest, I saw it pop up. I saw it pop up in the corner of my screen, but
I was not playing Warframe. What the fuck?
Oh man.
I saw it pop up in the corner of my screen too, but you guys distracted me by talking about it. I didn't get to see who the notification was for, so I was so confused. Anywho,
Alright.
I'm ready.
I'm good now.
I'm ready. Actually, I need to delete these temp HP. Hold on. Not ready. Very important.
Well, you are all gathered in a meeting room with Dunsmith, perhaps for the last time. Dunsmith greets you all and says, I appreciate your work so far. What you've done's gotten us plenty of information. We were able to track down that Lovelace left from the port on a ship called the Gear Smoke. Now, the problem with the Ustradi is it's almost impossible to track a ship once someone's left a port. However, we do know that that ship is scheduled to take at least one more stop before it makes it all the way to Alkenstar. There's a riverside eatery and inn that doubles as a docking and supply house for ships on the Ustradi. The Gear Smoke is currently registered to stop by there for at least an hour or two in the next coming days. That's probably going to be the only time you'll be able to get on the ship, considering once it leaves there, there's no telling how long it'll take for them to get to Alkenstar. Now, there's a couple ways you can get on. It's a pretty limited clientele. There are still people kicking around with tickets around the boathouse that, well, could be either tricked out of or stolen from. Don't care how you do it, but you're gonna need to get on that boat without raising alarms. If what that man's whose you's ass kicked last time said was true, turns out Lovelace's plan is to detonate the ship if there's any signs of resistance. So I'd recommend you not try and deal with her until you've dealt with every one of those explosives. Or else, unless you want to find yourselves at the bottom of a river. Does anyone have any questions for Dunsmith?
Not currently, because I just remembered I have not inscribed any of the runes either. I need to really quickly do that.
I'll do it.
Well, I put the Grievous one on me, and I think the other one I wanted was, I think it was Wounding.
Is that on your fisting?
Yeah. On my fist.
Here, I have the Grievous. Would you want the wounding on your fist as well?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Now you're telling me we get on this boat, we find the man. Is that right?
I'd recommend you not find her until you've dealt with the bombs.
All right. Sounds like we got ourselves a plan.
Did anyone else have any questions for Dunsmith of things that she might know?
Can't really think of any.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she have any connections? Like,
Finding out where the
Any
boat's
evolution-
going was her connections.
okay.
It's up to us to get the tickets to get on the boat.
Yes. So,
I attempt to
yeah,
make contact with someone.
you could try. How much have you done work in Martel?
I was thinking more something shadier with my underground connection feat.
Yeah, in Martel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's make a society check. Society.
Now, what kind of favor are you looking to?
I don't think a 6 is gonna do it though.
Yeah, it's not a great roll, but
We'll see if you encounter someone when you're there that you know.
Yeah. So I'll think about it.
How big
Did
is
you
the
do your weekly farming stuff first before you did this?
Unfortunately, no. I didn't have anything to farm right now.
That's crazy.
So what you're saying is your rolls are gonna be bad.
Maybe. We'll see.
How big is the boat?
4 maps.
In length or height?
So it's like a yacht. But if we had to put that in like height scale,
Like into a length.
length or and height, just like a rough estimate.
I have a feeling we're not gonna really be going underneath.
Let's just say I think
Unless-
there are I think there's only like a handful of spells that can reach from one end to the other.
Okay.
It's about a few.
Why were you trying to play in some goofy, if you will?
Mayhaps a backup plan if we cannot get some tickets.
Are you trying to figure out how high you'd have to be able to get out of the water?
Out of the water and onto the boat, yeah.
Can you put the height of the boat in say, helpful steps increments?
The problem is you wouldn't have a place to put the helpful steps.
I can have another boat.
There's a little rowboat going up next to it.
You see a rowboat going along, and then you see like a spiral staircase just shoot up from it. A 40-foot tall spiral staircase with the small waves of the Ustradi. It's just like
that's just it. At the end of it, it starts a normal normal straight, or like not straight, but normal diagonal staircase, and it just ends up tipping the boat and leaning over and like hooking onto the big boat. It works out.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
Subtle.
Who would know?
Hey, there is the folding boat item that it's a box, like a foot box that unfolds into a whole ass rowboat.
We could go in style. There also is the swan boat coin that we used.
Hell yeah!
If we're going with subtle, you know.
If we're going with
Nothing more
subtlety.
subtle than a swan boat.
By the way, the boat is 185 feet long.
That's a fucking yacht and a half. Goddamn.
I mean, my ass like imagines it like a fucking riverboat. So like it's big. It'll be big.
Yeah. I actually think is the picture in here? I know there is a picture of the boat that you can see, but I don't think it's I'd have to find it somewhere else. Problem is, I think what the image that it's attached to is also spoilers. So. Shit, man. Well, do you make your way to Martel?
Yeah.
Yes. Not too difficult. Martel and Alkenstar have frequent trade. Pretty much have very frequent trade. So, you guys are currently at a level to where I'm not gonna make you go through any like hoops to get to Martel. It's about halfway between the Gunworks and Alkenstar. So, you make your way to a location known as the Bridge House. It is a upscale tavern that hangs off the side of a bridge that hangs over crosses the Ustradi River.
The boathouse.
This is Bridge House.
Connor really needs to get a giant spoon as a weapon.
For the last 3 sessions, he needs to use a spoon.
He needs to put down his gunslinger ways and just take up his calling.
Helper
Beating
man.
people over the head with cookware.
Okay, the spoon is the gun.
There is the spoon gun. We have both.
You're just like flinging bullets from out of the spoon.
Yeah. It's like a sling.
Exactly.
It's a sling, except instead you just fling them like a tennis ball thrower.
It is now my headcanon. This is what the void shellflower looks like. That was my new gun. I just picked
That's
up.
fair. That's what Parsus was using. He was just using.
Yeah,
a spoon.
Parsus was just carrying around a giant
Just
spoon.
holding a spoon.
You're telling me that vampire was carrying around a spoon to slurp people with?
You're
I
telling
mean-
me a vampire fried this rice?
I mean, did you look at it? He was pretty fancy. I don't think he was gonna pick up heads with his hands. I just gonna use the spoon.
All right. You are here. You have arrived at the location. Now, you do know that once you get on the boat, you're going to want to lay low, potentially disguises. I will say that because Dunsmith has them already, you guys can have the hats of disguise from before.
Yippee.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, I kept mine. I just don't know where I put it.
It's just in a box somewhere. You put it down while going through. You put it down while going through the loot in a dungeon. It's just like sitting on top of a box in a dungeon somewhere.
Oh, I found it. It was in the people's loot. Yoink. Got it.
Lucy is going to disguise herself as a little boy with like one of those propeller caps.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Somebody has to give her a giant lollipop too. It's so important.
I want art of Lucy and all her personas.
Actually, hold on. The alternative is that you just cast illusory disguise at 4th rank using like a scroll or something.
Sure.
That's like 70 gold. I'm sure we've got plenty to spare.
Yes, I got that. I got that in my pocket. Don't worry
Hold
about
on.
it.
Well, part of the problem is that illusory disguise and the masquerade scarf, I do believe, both only last an hour.
Yeah.
And I said when you get on the boat is when you should.
Yeah, that's it.
Disguise
Like we
yourself.
hold on to it, try and like get on the boat, cast it, and then like get to a spot where we should be unseen.
You'll see what I mean, but I'll say as you're going down the elevator, when you're out of sight of everyone, is probably when you should do it.
Yeah.
Altrighty.
We can double up. We also have the scarves, so that gives us 2 hours technically then.
How much do we have in our people's loot?
I haven't
350.
checked people's loot.
We have fucking plenty.
Yeah.
One scroll of 4th rank illusionary disguise can target 10 willing creatures. So we can buy like fucking 6 of them. As long as we get away every hour, we can re-up it.
All right, goons, you're at the boathouse or the bridge house.
See.
You are also not paused anymore.
Yippee.
Wow.
You see
What up,
inside. The sound of jovial conversation, the scent of roasted meat fills the finely appointed common room. A sign on the door near the bar reads, "Warehouse, keep out." In the center of the room, a wooden railing surrounding a circular opening in the floor and a The roar of swiftly flowing Ustradi can be heard from far below. A thick chain connected to a mechanical crane holds a wooden platform aloft over the opening. Let me give me a second. You do see. Hold on, Lucy. You can't stand there.
This place is empty, right?
No.
Or is there people here?
There's people here. I was just about to reveal them.
Gotcha.
Trying to click not on these two goons.
Oh, met some people.
Yes, there are some people. Give me a second.
Wait, no, that guy.
I remember him.
You. Hi.
I recognize you. I recognize your face.
I'll be honest, I recognized his face before I actually recognized who it was. I remember where we met him now.
I don't remember where we met him.
It's in the art gallery.
Oh, was he like the conspiracy theorist guy in the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about this guy?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly check something to see. Okay, I have checked the thing. You are Gucci.
Oh, there's a mildly more concerning table over there.
Yeah.
You can see currently that the group that you all tried to stand on top of because you couldn't see them because you're blind. Quickly check. I do believe they are playing a game of cards.
Well, based off the fact that both of these two are holding cards, I can assume.
I kind of figured they were like magicians.
They're doing a whole lot of different stuff. Some of them are playing a game of cards. Others are strumming on their instruments. They seem to be entertainers and also just some high-class individuals just hanging out. They just are a group of revelers as far as you can tell. Just waiting for the ship to arrive. Some of them are taking swigs of drinks that they've purchased from the bartender. The other group across the room seems to be keeping to themselves.
Well, what do, team?
That is a good question. So I assume we need to steal the thing from one of these people.
You can see, actually, I remembered something. This group over here on the left over here actually are making a bit of a scene. They are all being open drunks.
Oh. Okay, I'm less concerned about the hooded figures then.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that the way that they look.
No. They do seem like a bit of a rough lot compared to the finely dressed crowd over on the other side. Everyone seems to be in high spirits. However, these ruffians over here seem to be having a bit of a boisterous time. You do see that they are actually drunk, and a couple of them seem to be you can clearly see their tickets sticking out of their pockets.
Wow, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Anyway.
Oh, Lucy already moving over there. Hang on.
Yeah, I feel like I might join Lucy.
What's that JoJo meme of like the guy getting beaten up and the guy sipping the tea and beating up as well? It's just Lucy just fumbles the fucking the thievery, and I'm just like, yeah, it deserved.
Shall we do the old sip and swipe?
What's your thievery?
Pretty good. Plus 19.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
two actually have the best thievery in the party.
to do this
So.
then. I'm going to go over here and just start bawling my eyes out, trying to make a scene to make a diversion.
I thought we were on the same page, and then you just went a whole different direction. I was gonna suggest like maybe we like offer to like buy him around, and then like try and like get them even more drunk, and then try and slip the tickets out of their pockets with
I
thievery.
was also going to suggest we have a bunch of entertainers here that we could potentially ask to be louder or distracting. Or potentially try and swindle them if they have tickets out of their tickets with a fun card game.
Good point.
I don't know what kind of skill check. I assume that would maybe also be thievery, but.
So you're trying to distract this group of gamers over here? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we could either use them to distract these guys because they are entertainers, so maybe if we're like, hey, can you play a super loud song or something, like something very wild. Or because they were seen playing cards, maybe if they've got tickets, we can try and like make a bet or something.
Gamble for them?
Yeah. Just suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
I like all the ideas on the table. We should definitely get these people more drunk. So, buy them some rounds.
Step 1, get them drunk.
Step 1, alcohol. Step 2, more alcohol.
I walk up to the bar. Hey, Mr. Bartender, can I get a few rounds in the house?
I forgot your child. For a split second, I forgot your disguise as a child.
Okay.
I was sitting here like I was waiting for someone else to take the lead because I don't have the charisma to do the things that we need to do. And then I was like, oh yeah, our charisma character is a child right now.
You see those people over there? Can I get a few extra rounds? And I'll throw some gold on the counter.
Okay, give me a Okay, so I need a couple of things here. One, I need you to make a deception check to impersonate a child, for one.
I love the idea of, all right, guys, planning stage. All right, we've got our plan. Execute. Oh, this all went wrong immediately. Why can't we follow through?
Lucy, I need you to roll me a deception check.
Oh man!
Oh, that's
She's
the
holding a balloon in another hand.
That's the worst thing that could have happened.
You're very convincing as a child.
Yeah. Well, little one, pats you on the head. If you want to buy drinks, I need to see your ID.
Oh, well, dang, sir. I left it back in my other pant pocket. Can we just do it okay this time? I'm not going to be drinking anything. It's going to be these guys over here.
He's going to look over at them and then look back at you. Make a fucking make a diplomacy check really quick. He's gonna need like a nat 20.
14.
Yeah, no. He's like, run along now to your parents.
But I just want to seem cool to my friends.
Look.
Why are you Morty?
You're at that age. Don't let peer pressure make you make bad decisions.
This just in, I was not expecting to get a peer pressure PSA during our Pathfinder session.
This is when Helper Man shows up and really delivers the final message.
I'm just gonna walk over to Lucy and be
Helper
like,
man,
hey,
but on the bartender, not on Lucy.
hey, how about we swap roles? Why don't you go butter up our friends and I'll get the drinks?
You really are lame, mister.
So if you'd absolutely biffed the deception check, he would have allowed you to buy the drinks and then just like mumbled pervert under his breath at you as you walked away.
Oh man.
Get him, boys! It's a pervert!
Now I'm thinking, I got this new staff. Maybe one of these spells is for Lucy, not an enemy.
Are you gonna kill her?
No, Outcast Curse.
You can't do this to Wings again.
I'm right.
Oh man. Fucking beautiful. I'm crying.
I lost him crying.
God damn it. It turned off the fucking...
The amount of times we come up with a plan and then immediately shoot ourselves in the foot is so funny. Why do we do this?
Hey, to me the plan is going according to it. We're good. We got this.
I can aid you in a diplomacy.
Ifri, tell me, what do you look like right now? You just look like a different cat person.
So Lucy is disguised as a child.
Yes.
They've got a balloon in one hand, a lollipop in the other, and that little spinny cap.
Disguised as the child's parent.
Disguised as literally the cat in that picture. So good.
I gotta pull it together. My brain is trying to say things and my mouth just won't do it.
Look, I get it. That happened.
Very normal Pathfinder session.
I've been put in full stop. I can't.
Like you joke, but this is normal for us.
It's so normal. It's so you would think I'm jaded to this by now, but I'm just not.
No.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm disguised as a normal halfling adult, but not me. I'm going to order drinks for us and the table that we're talking to now.
Okay, the ruffians.
Yeah.
Okay. He absolutely no problem. Here you go, sir, and he gives you a silver platter with like, how many of you are there? Like, he puts two platters of like with 10 steins on it. To carry with both of them.
I pull out a scroll of Antal and cast it on myself, and then pick up the trays.
Amazing.
Now we'll carry them over to the tables.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
Are you?
I'm a gunslinger.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm the most dexterous.
So these trays do not wobble even the slightest.
I mean, you want to find out?
I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna take my time and walk over and let Lucy and Ifrit talk up our friends before I get there.
Last time I allowed someone to make a roll to convince me of something, they fucking fell face first into gears.
Lucy.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was the gears' fault.
I give you my unexistent second hero point to give myself assurance on dexterity rolls, so I can pass with flying colors. Anyways, all right. Anyways, you guys butter up the table as I walk over, so I don't walk over and just be like, "Yo, guys, drinks."
Okay, who's trying to become friends with these people?
I'm gonna walk up to this guy and
Uh-huh.
like tug on his coat shirt.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh, no.
mister. I lost my daddy. Can we be friends? And here's my diplomacy for that, to make an impression.
I feel like that deserves a penalty.
Losing it.
I really feel like you're not allowed to just make a straight diplomacy roll for a kid walks up to guy at bar. Hey, can we be friends? I lost my dad.
That is not a diplomacy check. That's a deception.
Even better. I'm great at that.
Like you are lying about who you are and lying about your intentions. Like that's 100% deception.
Honestly, better.
They look so confused. They look at their friends and they all shrug, and then it's like, okay, buddy. You see he puts down like a pretty much empty glass of beer. What's your daddy look like?
Well, he's about yay tall. And he'll like mime a foot taller than himself.
Uh-huh.
And he's a really nice person, and I haven't seen him in a really long time.
Is that
Oh,
when
no.
is that when Connor shows up?
Sure.
Connor, are you like a foot taller than Lucy?
I get it.
This completely did not go the direction I was expecting.
I'm sorry, is my boy bothering you? I was just going over to grab some drinks from the bar.
Oh, Papa!
So very obviously not the parent here. Just
They look fucking nothing alike.
Picked him up from the orphanage.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been so long. We should definitely celebrate.
I can see the resemblance. I'm glad for your reunion. Very cute.
Thank you. Sorry about him bothering you. Here, have a round on me. I'll put one of the trays of 5 beers down
they
on
all
the table.
they all grab one and start to drink and start to chug.
They're like, after this, we need a drink. Goddamn.
No. No, they're all like drunk already, so they all just like for reunion. They'll just fucking in the middle. They just all hit their glass together and drink them.
All right, go. Plans to go. Grab the tickets.
Before they start trying to swipe anything, I think I will walk over to these people and ask if, particularly the person with the violin, if they take any requests for music. Just to add to the layers of distraction, hopefully.
Oh yeah, sure, 100%. Give me a diplomacy really quick.
Oh boy.
Unless you have another thing you'd like to use.
No, diplomacy probably makes the most sense. Let's go.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, heck yeah.
You approach there's 2 of them there that are musicians, and you approach the one that is more drunk, and they're like, "For you, doll, anything," and then they fucking get their guitar out and they just start jamming, and the other one's like, "Well, I guess I'll join in too."
hey, in my Pride Month? More likely than you think.
And they start jamming. With that, your diplomacy check will be what I'll use for their distraction results.
Yippee!
They just jump up on the table. They just like start fucking. They just kick a lantern off as they start playing.
I do specifically request that they play Life is a Dirt Road from the hit play Wagons.
Oh, 100%. 100%. They all know it. In fact, the entire bar joins in. In fact, you even hear someone from the back room, like, behind those doors also, like, tapping their feet and humming along.
Life is a dirt road. I'm gonna walk it all night long.
That's what I would give to have this scene animated.
Oh man!
So you just hear the on a violin and lute. Here, the fucking beginning of Life is a Highway. Like that guitar, the iconic guitar part of that song. As everyone just starts clapping along. The ruffians are totally into it. They're like,
good.
I remember when the band played this song when I performed this in elementary school.
Oh man, life really is a dirt road.
It's so true to my life.
You say in a tavern hanging over a river.
All right.
Go ahead and make your thing.
As this is going on, we're going to try and swipe the tickets from their pockets.
Do it. I believe in you.
Do we have to make rolls for each, or how are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Let me check. It may say. Just gonna quickly check. I think there's a certain number of them that have their tickets just out, and the other ones are in their pocket.
I think I know a way that I can help aid.
Okay. Yeah, you need to make a tea for each eggs.
And do.
Amazing. Is that the result you want?
Okay.
I don't even know what the result is.
I'm gonna. There you go. There's my thing.
I'm. Are you aiding or are you trying to steal as well, Connor?
I think I'm just trying to steal.
Okay.
I probably should try to aid, but I'm not going to.
Well, I have an idea as how I can aid. I'm going to put my hands on two of the guys' shoulders and start acting as if I'm also a drunkard and singing along to Life is a Dirt Road.
Nice.
Should this would be a blind check or no?
Hold on. Wings, did you re-roll? Is that what you did?
Sure. I don't know how many you took.
I see that there's been a second roll made by you.
Was it one roll to do the whole thievery, or was it separate?
It's per ticket, but so far I see that Kanor has given me one, you've given me two.
Yeah, we'll say two of those tickets.
Okay.
I'm trying to steal. I also have subtle theft, which makes it to where enemies take a -2 circumstance penalty to their perception DCs in order to detect that I am stealing from somebody.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I should just aid you then.
Brilliant. Of course.
And I'm gonna be aiding them by acting as though I'm also a drunkard. Singing along.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
blind jam roll or regular roll?
So, Connor, so far, you didn't have much difficulty at all. Just swiping one of them.
Gotcha.
Everyone is like, okay, because Lucy is a child here, everyone is like always paying attention to where the child is, at least to some degree. And so the first one that Lucy goes for, they swat their hand away, like, no. Right? Like, and
right.
Normally that would immediately start a fight. However, Lucy is a child.
Oh, sorry, sir. I was going for pocket change. I really want to get something out of the gumball machine.
But, however, thankfully, Lucy rolled a nat 1 on their second attempt, and a fight does actually break out.
Oh my god.
So,
No fucking
as Connor stuffs the first to get in his pocket without anyone noticing, one of the ruffians grabs Connor by the tuck and says, "Hey man, you gotta watch the damn child."
You wouldn't punch a kid, would you?
No, it's when I'm gonna beat the shit out of your dad.
Whoa, hey, I apologize. Hey, wait, Ifrit, what do you look like again?
Closer to what the parent of this child would look like.
Oh, yeah, but,
Hold on. Stop. Wait. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna have
Yes,
you both tell me
yes.
before you. Yeah, that's what I was about to
Yeah.
say.
I was like, are you dressed? Are you disguised as like the mom? That's the question that I'm
It's
asking.
Pride Month,
You know what?
bitch.
Fuck it, yeah.
All right.
Damn it.
Why?
Oh man.
Why damn it, Kiva?
It's Pride Month. You should have been a guy.
Pride Month.
Yeah,
2 dads. You heard it
that
here
is fair.
first, folks. Drayson's out here.
Gay
maintaining
erasure.
Heteronormativity.
No, it's still not gay erasure because he's acting like a woman. He's doing drag.
Yeah, it's in drag.
Woman face.
Sorry.
Something with all drag race.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Cinema.
This is sure not gonna work out because I have no points in deception, but I'm gonna turn to Ifrit and be like, Margaret, can you mind taking the child back over to our table? And trying to de-escalate the situation with my +2 deception.
Well, some people have been making deception checks for a while. Lucy, what is your deception?
Pretty high.
What's your proficiency in deception? It's master. Would
Master.
you, Connor, as you are specifically being involved in Lucy's deception, I would allow you to follow the expert on Lucy, who is master.
Sure would love to.
So you can add your level +3, as well as any charisma you have.
Yes.
If I need to also join in on this, I am not trained in.
Don't
charisma.
worry.
Well,
Don't
I'm
worry.
not
The
trained in
circumstance
deception, but I
bonus.
will-
The circumstance bonus does not stack.
So level +3, so 13.
Yeah.
Add
Plus
13
your-
to that.
Plus
Yeah.
any Riz.
Yep, my +2 Riz.
Yeah, so plus 15. That's
Yep.
honestly better than some people you hear.
It's not bad. It could do it.
Okay, so he
Maybe.
was picking you up by your collar and he just shoves you away. He's like, "Watch damn kid." He turns around and goes back to his drink and grumbles into his cup, not wanting to start a bigger scene.
I
Hey, Papa,
apologize.
do you have a quarter?
Connor stares daggers into you.
Looks at Lucy. What's a quarter?
What's a dollar?
A quarter
of what?
Yeah, I was just a quarter of what?
A quarter of a silver, you know.
I think at this point, I like watching all of this turn over to Zeno. I'm just like, I think I may be a little confused on what the plan was.
There was a plan.
It evolved so long ago.
I am, however, gonna set down the other tray that I was holding in my hand that I definitely didn't spill when he grabbed me and be like, "Here, have another round on us. I apologize for my kid."
Even more drunk, please.
Yeah, and then I'm going to continue to try and take the tickets out of their pocket.
Yeah. As you walk
Yeah,
over to hand to him, you try to pickpocket him in the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a thievery.
But
A blubber.
Meanwhile, Life is a Dirt Road is still blasting from the other side of the tavern.
Amazing. You got the same result. You grab another ticket.
awesome.
I was gonna make a joke though about going along with the bit of Lucy saying, "Dad, do you have a quarter?" "No, honey. Daddy is strapped for cash."
I will say there is a third option if you do not successfully get enough tickets. You can just hide in luggage.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you were really into gambling, weren't you?
Why are you like coming up with a whole backstory for this fake family? This is awesome.
That's why mommy and daddy are getting a divorce.
I'm jumping ship. I'm abandoning this bit. This bit is vetoed.
Connor says that in character as he walks across the other side of the room.
Y'all can. I got my ticket and someone else's. Y'all can deal with it from here on out. I'm done.
But they don't like me.
I called dibs on the other ticket because I did the music thing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I don't have thievery.
Y'all can hide in luggage.
I think I'm too big to hide in
It
luggage.
wouldn't be the first time that Lucy's pretended to be luggage.
I'll just disguise myself as a carry-on. It's fine.
I just cast turn into briefcase.
I cast briefcase shape.
Dude, I'm doing the equivalent of going to my trailer. I can't RP in these conditions. I'm out of here.
Don't leave me again.
Jesus fuck.
God, would love the alternate universe where we're all just actors.
Where we're critical role, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is hating this.
There could only be two: Critical Role and Tales from Evantris.
The worst part about this is my favorite kind of bit. I'm just not usually on this side of the bit. I don't like it.
Well, get comfortable with it, because clearly it's not going anywhere.
Apparently. I go to the bathroom and I use my other disguise to change personas. I'm done with it.
I don't know you.
I don't
Hey,
know these
mister.
people.
Do you know what it's like to not have a father?
This is still happening.
Doubling down. I'm here for this. Well, I'm not, but I also am. Let's do it.
Oh, God.
Make a deception check.
Defeated DM. I love it.
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, I hope this is another nat one.
He turns away from you like, go play with your mom, kid. Just like,
Damn, I was hoping he'd have like a I know what that's like.
So I feel you, kid. Goes into
Okay.
dark rogue backstory.
Lucy, do you go to the bathroom and change personas too?
Just go in with another bit.
Round two. Round two.
Different kid.
Comes out as a different race child.
all of the
Oh
grandma
my
points were
God.
spent at the start of the adventure. Now playing a child.
Walks into the bathroom, walks back out looking like a burly dwarf.
Oh my god.
Goes back to the table.
Have you
Oh, these
seen
damn
my
kids
father?
nowadays.
Have you seen my daddy?
Connor steps out of the bathroom as an older dwarf, goes, nope, turns around, walks back in.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
This bit has gone on way too long.
This shit is awful. I hate this. I hate it.
So there's another option to just like play them out of the rest of their tickets, right?
These guys are musicians. They take pride in their work. Perhaps you could challenge them to a battle of the boards, but I don't know if any of you can play music.
Yeah,
I
don't
cannot
think
play
any of-
music.
Nope.
This is a long campaign for that.
Best I got is just being able to do flips.
Amazing. I mean, as long as you could use performance.
Super tricks.
I'm trained.
I got a +4.
Let's go. I mean, again, the third option is luggage.
Is there even luggage that's gonna be big enough to hold me?
Maybe.
To hide me away?
The only way to find out is just go in the back room.
Okay.
I mean, out of any of us, Ifrit, you do have the best chance at performing your way into a ticket.
Yeah.
See if you can challenge one of them to a dance battle.
Hell yeah.
To Life is a Dirt Road.
To a dance battle to Life is a Dirt Road. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it, yeah. It's not gonna go well, but sure. I'm gonna be like, hey, dance battle, you, me, now.
Yeah, the one with the cards on the left is like gonna use like fanning and stuff like that with their cards. Like one of those burlesque dancers, and you're just gonna, I don't know, break dance.
No, Ifrit also pulls, like, quite literally
An
just
actual
pulls out his
fan?
fans. Yeah, pulls
Amazing.
out an actual fan and just does like twists and shit. And finishes it off with a monkey flip that gets the corresponding whoa. Whoa.
Whoa! Well, they admit defeat as the audience gives a roaring applause to you over the other individual, and they say, and the group the group, however, cuts in and says, best 2 out of 3.
Oh god.
But you
You're
have to do
on.
something different. It has to be a different performance. And I don't think a single other one of your party members has performance.
Oh fuck.
Nope.
I have +12.
You want to give it a go? Because that's close to what I had going into
This is
this.
dexterity. Are you a master in performance?
I'm only trained.
I'm
Oh, okay.
untrained.
How do you have a +12?
I have,
Untrained
like,
improvisation.
yeah.
Oh, right. Untrained improvisation. Right.
Yeah,
Does
I guess
Zeno
I
have it as
will.
well?
No.
I don't know. I'll sing a Bry hymn or something in an attempt, or sing along to the
Ifrit, you can aid if you want.
Okay.
Please.
Is it a blind check or is it just a regular one?
Just roll me a performance check for you, and then I'll have
Okay.
Olaman.
19.
Hey, you give
Beautiful.
Olaman a +2. All right, Olaman, with your total of +14, you are up against a higher DC than
Oh, no,
Ifrit
really?
was. Yeah.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh shit.
Okay, hang on. I get a +2.
How do you feel about your chances?
Did you get a
Not very
+2?
good, but I'm willing to try.
You have a chance. You actually have a pretty reasonable chance. It's not like a greater than 50-50, but it's you know.
Okay.
Oh, I'm scared.
Would you
That's
like to use a
fine.
hero quest?
Honestly, I mean,
Look, remember, if you get a low roll, I think it is this one where if you get a low roll, it will give you a higher result because it'll give you a +10.
I think that's the thing. I set that
Yeah.
for this one, I believe. So you'd have to re-roll with hero quest, and then it'll do that.
So with that, you'd have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, pretty reasonable chance of success. It's still possible for you to fail, but yeah, with the additional +10, the hero quest gets you over the DC, and they admit defeat. Like, God damn it, these damn Alkenstar goons always trying to show us up. Come on, guys. And several of them leave their tickets as they grumble, and let me just unselect a Freet, and they leave through the glass windows as they
They just They're just so mad that they lost a best 2 out of 3 that they just start rushing towards the windows and crash straight through.
Exactly.
I like to imagine they all just like they just normal walk out. They just like walk through the walls, just
Yeah.
blast
It's
right through them.
so they leave
What
behind
about-
3
what about
tickets.
just,
They leave behind
what about
3
just thinking about
tickets.
the angel beats?
They leave behind 3 tickets. You could, however, hide one of them and stuff Lucy into a suitcase. Just saying.
Just for funsies.
Just for fun.
You know, even if she had a ticket, that is a possibility.
This is what I began imagining after I thought that they jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Effectively. God, I love angel beats.
I mean, here's the question: does Lucy want to go as luggage instead?
That is funnier.
You stuff a dwarf man into
Like-
a suitcase.
Connor finds out we have 3 more tickets. He rips up one of his.
Listen, that just means we have one more to sell. Extra money, right?
You
You're
go
right.
over to the other group is like, hey, where'd my ticket go? Where'd my ticket go? Well, we're willing to sell you a ticket.
But for an upcharge. We just turn into scalpers.
We're willing to sell you a ticket for a prize.
You look back over to this table, and Lucy is a grizzled dwarf with their arms wrapped around 2 of the thugs' necks, just like telling about war stories and all
Make a
kinds of other
deception.
bullshit.
You rolled really well to be deceiving as a child. How well are you able to play the part of a dwarf?
To be determined.
Apparently pretty well, actually. They're like...
Okay.
They nod along and like, my grandfather fought in that battle. He never came back. That's why we had to resort to selling dog meat.
You see, my dad lost his leg in the war.
That's all you can do is sell dog.
Dog meat. That's what I called my wife. And he's gonna start walking away.
It's just amazing.
Like I said on Drayson's Twitch streams, -1 feminism point.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
During Pride Month, I'm not gay because I like men. I'm gay because I hate women. There's a difference.
There we go. American
What have women ever done for
conservatism.
me? Women.
And
Damn, that's the
statement.
most Republican National Convention shit I've ever heard.
The I'm not gay bit or the just women?
The I'm gay because I hate women part.
Yeah.
All right,
Grand you be
goons.
popping off.
You have your tickets and or suitcase, and this is when you begin to hear it. You hear pretty much. Let me see. There's a macro somewhere for it. I'll find
We
it one of these.
succeeded, but I sure don't feel like we did.
We succeeded, but at what cost?
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a sound effect for it. However, if you are outside, you can actually see the boat now. Let me see. Is there a window? If you go over here, you'll be able to see it, I think.
I don't see no
Nope.
boat.
Weird.
Let's just this here.
See the wood down there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The boat.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
this
so because
road.
you can see, like, there it's not there. There it's there.
Oh, okay.
Click into macro.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, who
I
needs
know it-
tickets? I jump out the window.
The main thing is that I think you can actually see it. Oh, yeah, you can see it, you can see it in the warehouse more clearly.
jump out the window and land on the blackjack's table or whatever.
I mean, you got that spell, the one the one that if you hit the ground, you just liquidate anyone that's level 3 or lower next to you.
Yeah, I know. I just liquidate myself.
You just die on impact.
I just turn into a paste.
Well,
There's no like bounce. You just hit the ground and stop.
you see, let me just fix these guys here.
No, the elevator went down without us.
Yeah, the elevator comes back up with some guys, some dwarfs.
My people.
Okay.
I
Sure.
started. I hate it here. Why are we should. I feel like we should take another day off and let's try again next Sunday. You know. I just don't think I don't think I'm feeling it.
Oh wait, hold on. I actually have the boat. Here you go. This is what the boat looks like.
Yes, riverboat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice. I knew it was here somewhere. All right. Let me find... I need to find a very specific... Also, it's a real shame that the shield marshals don't look like that, and they look like dwarf people.
Just
I don't know why all the shield marshals look like that. I've seen so many different depictions of shield marshals throughout the adventure, but the only token the adventure uses is these ones. Very cringe. Anywho,
Indubitably.
the elevator rises up and 4 shield marshals are standing there, and they call out for everyone to, all right, line up along the wall and present your tickets.
which wall?
And you just
Wall.
decide one. Yeah.
Hey, no cutting in line.
It's not really like a line.
Let's get the other
That's
wall.
not the wall.
Nero.
Yeah, but I started this line and now I'm in the middle. This is cheating.
All right. They move out throughout the room, but I'll just you know. One of them walks up and down the line, taking a good look at all of you. Getting a good look, like none of you look like them. Any wanted hooligans that might be sneaking around. Go ahead
I
and
would never.
go ahead and everyone can give me deception checks to not look like you're to not act like yourselves or act suspicious.
Can we follow the master
Yes.
on Lucy?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Because otherwise, I'm not doing that. So it's a plus.
You can
13,
also
was it?
alternatively.
Yeah, plus your level.
You
plus
can also
3.
alternatively use deception or performance to create a diversion when they when any of you would seem a little suspicious.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
We got this.
That my heart sank because on your dice it rolled past a 1 at the last second when you said it. Sure, it'll be fine.
All right. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing Kondwana.
Can you, Kaswana?
What? Why do you have a plus?
25 is insane on that.
I don't think
Well,
you get untrained.
You don't get the
Probably.
untrained plus the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd only get the plus 3. So subtract 10 from that. That would be 18. Everyone, those of you that are a bit more observant, such as Condor, you notice this guy narrows his eyes when looking at Konswana. Something about Olamon's disguise isn't quite holding up to this guy's scrutiny.
Man, I sure wish there was something I could do about this.
I mean, you could try and whisper to someone
Look,
else that might be able to.
Slade, can I offer you to give them a hero point? If not for, like, either for the Life is a Dirt Road bit where they rolled the nat 20, or for actually securing the final ticket.
Sure, I'll
where
give
they had
I'll
to-
give them your hero point from next week.
Okay.
I was gonna try and like whisper to Lucy and be like, do something crazy. Again.
Lucy,
Again.
it'd be very funny if Lucy, for the first time ever, doesn't do something like big and dramatic. They just shit themselves.
What's that smell? Oh, it's me. It's me. Sorry, I can use the restroom fast. No.
Make a fortitude save
Lucy's-
to shit yourself.
You know,
Lucy's
you're
going
saying-
to grab her chest and pantomime like having a heart attack. She'll fall to her knees and then collapse to the floor. Somebody call a doctor!
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
But especially for me.
This one will march back over here
Specifically
and
for me!
we'll march back over here and be like, "Sir, is something wrong with you?"
Isn't that obvious? I feel like my heart's exploding.
He's gonna look around like, is we supposed to do something about this?
Don't just stand there, get me someone!
If there's a check that would be made, can I aid with medicine to just be like, he's having a heart attack, get a doctor?
Bill Joe, go fucking find a doctor. This guy goes out the door and walks down the street to the nearest, like, I don't know, fucking pharmacist or something.
Somebody get this man an aspirin.
Yeah. He pats you on the back like you're choking on something, like, is this
What the
how
fuck
you
am I
do
supposed
it?
to do here?
Every single time he's getting pat, and like he begins to wail more. Like, ah!
I'm such a big fan of somebody having a heart attack in front of you and you going, is there something wrong with you?
Look, if it hurts that much, he starts to load his pistol.
Oh my god!
Imagine Lucy just snaps up, no, I'm good now, sorry.
Now you mention it, I'm actually perfectly fine, thank you.
Oh, good. Well, we gotta get back on schedule.
I guess fear really is the best medicine.
Joe Bob, go get Bill Bob. And he goes out to get the other one. All right, get on the elevator. Go ahead and y'all can, yeah, just
We're gonna
have.
have to squeeze.
All right, I'll fight here. I'll join me where the small ones will stand in the same place.
Movie magic.
I'll put Lucy on my shoulders and we'll drape a trench
Somebody
coat
remind me
over
which
us.
setting this stuff is for,
We make one whole person.
It was an elevation ruler.
Elevation ruler, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
use token ruler.
All right.
Yep, okay, now I see.
Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Oh, where does it say that you go on this scene? I'm trying to figure out where the elevator is supposed to like take you to, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We'll say this is fine. What the fuck? Someone's texting me. Oh god, what a travesty. Leave me alone. God. Alright, let me just get you goons here. Alright. Activate scene.
My scene has been activated.
It has. You find yourselves aboard boat.
It's a boot.
It is a boat.
You're on.
It's a boot time.
And even for like a casino boat, this is an excessive amount of card tables.
No. Not true.
Just no.
Okay. You know from some information that there are, roughly speaking, around 20 shield marshals that are patrolling the ship. Would be best for you potentially to get a lay of the land.
Yes.
Quick, we need to find the bombs before the boat drops below 50 knots and we all explode.
Is that a Titan joke?
No.
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 When has Wings ever made a joke?
Disappointment.
Ugh.
You are free to move around. And to be fair, you actually don't need to stay as a group. However, you could if you wish to.
Okay.
Play
It'd
your
probably be
suckers.
safer in numbers, but also probably more suspicious.
Grayson, go do your thing. Open random doors.
Now is your time.
Now's my time. Perception to listen. In here if there's anybody inside this room.
Impossible.
You do hear what doesn't sound like someone's in the room next to you. However, it does sound like there is potentially a conversation happening behind a second door down a short hallway.
Okay, so this one leads. Okay.
Also, just presume that that there are like other guests just sitting at tables and shit around this place. Use your brain imagination.
Roleplay in my roleplay game.
Let's
How
see.
dare you.
Stealth checks are invisible, right? I don't get to
Yes.
see the. Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna start sneaking around in these.
Okay.
And then listen to this door on my left. To the south of me.
Doesn't sound like there's anything in there.
Okay. Doesn't sound like there's anything in there.
No.
Okay.
You find a luxury sitting room. Several cushioned benches and ottomans decorate this cozy sitting room. A large oil painting hangs from the wall depicting ships at sea. Arched windows, mostly shrouded by white curtains, run along the aft wall of the room.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched all of that.
Don't worry about it.
Oh god,
You guys
I'm
don't
missing
go
out on
downstairs, I
something.
might follow. Oh, they're just moving their tokens around.
Yeah.
If you guys are all going downstairs, I'll probably stick with Drayson, perhaps.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't know which room you went.
To be clear, there is the deck that you guys are on, that lower level one. That is its own deck. If I go and I do
Oh, interesting.
this,
Thing is, Karma, how good is Ullman at stealth?
Probably not very good. Hang on.
You have at least trained improvisation, which gives you the +10 to it.
You did forget one of us that was on this level. You didn't bring Zeno over here.
oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
no.
This doesn't have a token
I'm a
here
plus
with us.
14.
Okay, so yours is not terrible.
Here, I'll set all of the scenes to preload really quick. Preload scene. Preload scene. Preload scene. Alright. So,
We didn't think of a way to like make everyone convene. Like, if we find
Fine.
something, we don't have a way
We'll
for anybody to
figure it out.
fully convene.
More
Every
of a
once
vote.
in a
How
while,
far
you
can we
hear
go?
movement in the room that is next to the one that you're currently at, Ifrite.
In this room?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little peek inside.
Oh, that's
Okay.
weird. It gave me like I had the option to switch between scenes, but I can't go back. So I went back to the first scene.
Hmm.
Weird.
Well, Ifrite, you peek into the you creak the door open, and you hear the sound of two people snoring and someone else. Right, you hear the sound of pencil movement or pen movement on paper. So they're likely looking down.
Okay, I'm gonna look closer in.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Not actually like moving in, but just like peeking my head fully through the door to.
You see two
Look around.
shield marshals. One is probably behind the curtains of the bed at the north. Another one is slung out on the couch at the southern side of the room, and you can hear the pen movements coming from just around the corner.
Okay. I'm gonna take my head back out and quietly close the door.
You may have found the
This is where
person
the
that we
voices
don't want to
were.
meet yet.
I don't know if that's what I found.
Well, I thought it was said you heard voices, right?
Yes,
I
not from
heard-
that
I was-
room. You heard them from likely the further end of the hallway.
Yeah, the further end of this hallway.
All right. Where is Condor and Zeno and
Actually,
Lucy? Are you
hold
guys
on. Is there
moving
a way
together?
to? Actually,
Uh,
before we move on from this, is there a way to, like, how does the door open? Does it swing my way or towards the inside of the room?
Into the room.
Okay. Is there a way for me to blockade it?
From the outside?
Yeah.
I mean, how much rope do you have?
I think I technically have a bunch of rope because we haven't used any of it.
Don't do that yet. That could like cause suspicion and shit.
Also, part of the problem is they can just unhinge the door from the inside.
True.
Yeah, I think we'll just hold off on that for now.
Yeah.
Once we get the lay of the land and we can.
The
come
only
up with a
problem
plan.
is I just don't want any more shield marshals joining in the fight.
Now that I think about it, hold on. Isn't there like a, Can you all see from that token space?
This,
Yeah.
the box in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see from that. Here, I'll just do
Alright.
this. For simplicity
Alright, go ahead.
reasons.
Oh.
I will make you
There.
all one token, effectively. That will
Oh,
make
there we
it,
go. There's a group there.
yeah, that way you all can see what other people are seeing, and then you'll just effectively
Gotcha.
regather, like, bring that information together at some point. So let me just make you all, let me pull Zeno to this scene really quick.
Well, now it doesn't let me have my token out.
It's kind of funny. It goes underneath the view.
Yeah.
So that's what your cat friend was exploring. This room. There are 3 shield marshals in that room, and then they snuck
Gotcha.
back to this hallway.
So are we just gonna do this like, how is this working now?
I do believe
My-
all of you
my-
have the ability to control that token.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Lacks permissions.
I mean,
I was
yeah.
gonna say I was going to try and get to the bottom of the ship and start sweeping my way from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, I was also headed towards the bottom.
Same.
Open configuration. The party.
Because if there's bombs on this boat, I feel like I would probably prefer the higher level ones go off because they have a less chance of just sinking the boat outright.
That is fair.
Well, still, I'll say that you guys can still be be moving around separately, but just so that we all can, so people aren't just sitting in a room where they can't interact with things when I'm not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, after exploring that a little bit, I'm just gonna go up to the door at the end of the hallway and just listen. That's
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we do like the cup trick? Put it up against the door.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Open your character sheet so you can percepty.
For some reason, my action bar is still there, so I can just do that from there.
Well, you hear on the other room a conversation between a woman and a man. You've never heard these voices before, except for potentially one of you that isn't here.
So it is Loveless.
What they're saying is muffled by the door, but you do occasionally hear the sound of boots walk past the door.
Well, we found Loveless. Should have been obvious.
It seems as though, which you can piece together by the near proximity of goons, and the fact that likely Loveless and Ibrium are both in the next room, this is likely their base of operations on the ship. What do Ifrite and Oloman do?
Do we want to check out this other side, or do we want to just go off and reconvene?
If I had to guess, they would put the bombs the furthest away from themselves.
Yeah. So there's probably no bombs in this situation unless they can, like, get off the boat safely.
It might be good to check it out though, just to get like a general head count of how many shield.
So there was 3 in this room.
Yeah.
So hopefully still getting blind stealth checks. Well, hopefully still passing these blind stealth checks.
Okay.
Another lounge room, got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I assume there's probably going to be another set of people behind that door.
Loman, you stub your toe on an ottoman as you go into the room. And you hear a gruff voice from behind the other door go, "The hell was that?" And you hear a chair get pushed back.
Let's go out onto the deck. Go.
Yeah.
Run.
Hopping on one foot because my toe hurts.
Yeah, you look you look back and you see a shield marshal come out of that room, come out of that hallway, look around with his gun at his hip, and he's like, he'll narrow his eyes at someone at a card table and be like, "Was you just in my room?" And they're just gonna like, "Oh, wait, wasn't me." And he's like, "That's what you say. I got my eyes on you." And he walks back into the hallway.
So I must be doing decent on my stealth checks if that was the thing that got us.
I'm gonna tell you on that, you didn't roll much better than Conswana that time.
Oh God.
I stubbed my toe.
In fact, you've been reliably rolling the exact same on almost all your stealth checks, and they've all been borderline successes.
That's funny.
Damn.
You're supposed to be better at this than me.
All right, well,
All right.
you step down there. Control
The
C.
rest of us are downstairs.
Yes.
There is no token on the scene.
There is now, Goon.
Okay.
All right. So, This is the currently you're on the lower level. Again, it steps down each time, and you can actually explore. This is the mid deck of the ship.
So where's everybody at currently? Are they down below still?
If you go to regroup with
We
people,
went down these stairs.
Yeah.
I assume we're still on like the lower of the.
I just went down the other side, so I went down the other set of stairs.
Okay.
So where does the cat and Conswana go?
I was thinking of checking this area, but this probably is like a dining area if I had to guess.
You never know. You don't know until you've explored.
Do we want to explore it a little bit? If
Probably
relax is the
rotate now.
position. Permission. I cannot move it.
Is that what you want to do? We'll come back to this. We're going to go to the other goons really quick.
Okay.
Since they're exploring further down. So, you take the second flight of stairs down, and you find yourselves in a dining hall. A long buffet table stands against the forward wall of this dining hall. 5 dining tables are scattered throughout the rest of the space. The aft wall opens out to a massive paddle wheel that propels the boat, churning through the river with a rush of roaring water. Interestingly, I think this is configured wrong because I'm pretty sure this wall here is actually supposed to be a.
So that's the water wheel.
Yeah. So you can see the water wheel. I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the deal because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a railing that you can see off the back of the ship. And it's like splashes this area with a little bit of mist.
If I had to guess, their first priority would be to disable that. So we should check that for bombs.
I think the bombs could be pretty obvious, realistically.
Remember, their plans are not to stop the boat. Their plans are to blow up the dam.
I think they're gonna disable the motor. I think they're just gonna ram it into the dam and explode.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So it's probably like barrels of pyronite.
My thing is find a storeroom or something, somewhere that's like more private. That's not like a public spot.
Now we specifically know they had pyronite and empty like charge cases.
Yeah.
So we have a rough idea of what the explosives look like. We just have to find them. So yeah, I'm just keeping going down. Either if we're not at the bottom of the boat already, I'm gonna keep going down at least.
Mhm.
And just start sweeping from there, because I feel like it'd probably be in the spot with the least prying eyes.
Well,
That's
you get
normally where like
the
crew quarters
impression.
is.
You get the impression this is not the bottom of the ship. However,
Yeah.
there are no more immediate access. There's no more immediate stairs to go down further.
Yeah.
Just reveal the entire room.
Let's start from this one and just go like counterclockwise.
Yeah, as I say, we're still split up, so I'd probably go through that door. You guys go through the other one. That's probably what I would assume we'd do.
There is a hallway on both sides of the ship right now.
That is
That's
a
a long
really long
fucking
hallway,
door.
which I can only imagine that these are like guest rooms.
There you go. You found it out. This is the passenger deck of the ship.
So there's probably not much reason to go inside these. Except for maybe the inner side ones. Because I don't know what maybe those ones are the way down, or
Same
maybe it's
time.
back there, where we cannot see yet.
I really feel like it could be a huge waste of time. I still think we should go to the bottom of the boat first, and if it's not there, then we come up and sweep the rooms.
Now, you say it. There are 4 bundles of pyronite on the ship.
Well, yeah. But like I said, I'm starting at the bottom, moving our way up. But I'm thinking this scientifically. I want to stop the more likely ones to just outright destroy the boat when they go off.
Hmm.
something, because if we can disable like 3 of them and one still goes off at the higher level, we'd still be able to like possibly steer the boat away from the dam before it explodes or
Right.
something.
I'd also like to make another suggestion. If we find 1 or 2 of them, we could disable the wheel to where we can't even get to the dam.
That is also true. We could disable the wheel.
Do we want to strand ourselves though?
I mean, better
We can
than
swim,
the
I
alternative.
assume.
It's a good plan B.
I don't hate that plan, honestly.
Did anybody pick up the swan boat?
Sure didn't. However, I do have a suit that allows me to swim better and breathe underwater, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Good luck,
I
everybody
assume
else.
this thing has lifeboats.
No, it wasn't in the budget.
Who needs public safety?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way to the end of the hallway where I think I see stairs.
You ever heard of the Titanic?
While we're doing that, just make a perception check for the doors to see if we hear anything like out of the ordinary.
They don't have bomb sense.
Perception check you make. You do smell down the hallway what smells like a cigar lounge. You can faintly smell tobacco at the far end of the hallway, and you do smell coming from a near doorway. This one most likely. You can sniff the smell of spices, herbs, and cooking meats.
Okay, so this one's the kitchen. Got it. To be fair, that might be where they hide one of the bombs.
Lucy breaks away and sneaks into that one.
Yeah, we can check the kitchen. I just don't want to go. I don't want to waste time scanning
every
each door
individual
yet.
room.
Yeah, every individual room right off the bat instead of going lower.
Okay. Well, inside this room,
Looks like possibly more stairs.
Yeah, that looks like another
Potentially,
staircase that
however,
leads down.
there are a bunch of chefs going about their business.
4 extremely depressed people.
Yes, actually, it's 6.
Oh, I only see 4.
They're
From the
depressed
token
because
view.
some of their friends are invisible and now they're sad. They can't see them.
They're all sad because they didn't get invisible powers.
One of the kitchen staff comes up to you and is like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a reason to be in the kitchen? I do not see you dressed in the standard garb of the gear smoke."
Oh, sorry. I was looking for the bathroom.
The bathroom should be one
Yeah.
deck up.
I have to go wee.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I'll be on. Continues on down the hallway.
Have a good evening, sir. I heard the cray. Very funny.
Jesus Christ.
Wee. Yeah, I got a wee. Amazing. Okay, what do you goons do?
So were those stairs going up or down
Down.
in there? Down. Okay.
So that means there's probably like a storage area down there.
I use my third scroll of disguise self to disguise ourselves as shield marshals.
I mean, I could duck
It's
into
not
one
bad,
of
yeah.
these rooms and don my armor with the invisibility rune on it and try and sneak in.
Not
Lucy,
a
do you
bad
still have
idea.
that ability to turn into a rat?
That was a scroll.
That was a scroll. Right.
Pest
Yeah.
form.
Looks like I am fresh out. Forgot to re-up.
of all the
I
I thought you
scrolls.
bought a bunch of fucking scrolls.
Not
Did
those
you not
ones,
pick up a
apparently.
scroll of that?
Do you realize how many fucking scrolls there are?
My favorite spell. That.
You turn into a rat and go in the room and you hear, "Oh merde, a rat!"
Oh wait, okay, I can totally do a thing.
Oh,
I am on the
Maybe
other side
this
of the-
rat knows how to cook better than us.
no. Yeah, my brain immediately went there to Ratatouille.
I thought of the Vine meme of oh shit, a rat.
Alright, I think I have a plan
Yeah.
that Connor would know. He's gonna open the door on the other side, like independent from the other door opening, and I'm assuming get greeted with the same response.
Uh-huh. You go to the other side.
However, I'm going to pull out a scroll and cast it. It's called a scroll of time jump, where I can freeze time and make 2 movements to go down the stairs.
Amazing. So they open the door. They open the door and they say, "Excuse me, sir. Do you have it? Where did he go? These fumes. But, mon ami, these fumes are getting to me. I'm going to go on a smoke break." And, the rest of you, if you continue down the hallway, you will see one of the Frenchmen is going to be sitting in the smoking lounge having a cigarette to get away from the kitchen fumes. Clear his lungs, you know.
Clears lungs, yeah.
Yeah, clearly,
that was
yeah.
Finally, I've got to use that scroll. I've been holding it on for so long.
Do I do a thing?
Good question.
Do you?
Not right now. We'll keep on going down the hallway.
Okay. I do believe those stairs. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy.
Do they line up? Do they not line up?
No, they are facing the opposite direction.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a turnabout on the way down.
Huh.
You don't know.
Lies here. So are we gonna follow the goobers, or are we gonna follow the goober that got himself downstairs?
Guess up to you guys. I can wait.
Here, we'll say
A
there is a
1,
turn in
it's
the
us.
stairs because
A
it makes
2,
sense.
it's him.
All right, we stick with the goons. All right, you travel down the hallway. If you jiggle the handle of every door along the way, they're all locked
Okay.
as you go. And there's a Frenchman.
Okay, so those are just grates. I thought those were like stair icons because they were also at the bottom of the other stairs.
Yeah, it's for venting, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they might have been indicators that like stairs
Gregory.
are there. So I saw them. I was like, oh, maybe there's stairs there.
Okay, so it looks like just more rooms.
Yes, you
So
do
the
come
only way
across
down is
a cigar
through the kitchen.
lounge. Red-tinted lamps cast a dim, warm glow about the sitting lounge. 3 evenly spaced braziers loaded with burning incense fill the area with a spicy scent. Underneath the pleasant aroma, however, a cloying foulness occasionally wafts through the room. The stench of something rotten. Also, the harp in the corner of the room is a magic instrument.
So it's constantly playing something?
No, as in it gives you a bonus to performance checks with it.
Oh, okay.
Because this boat's
Bard.
fancy.
Yo, pocket that.
Become Bard. Do it now.
Sadly, if you look over at it, you can see it is chained to the floor.
Damn.
So
That's-
Just cut the wood around it out and just stuff the whole thing in a bag of holding.
No, you're missing the whole the actual thing that you're supposed to do. You put a portable hole underneath underneath the chains.
Hmm. You will notice that one of the doors in this hallway looks a little bit different. It has a sign on it. Do any of you speak common?
In the center hallway or this hallway?
No, in the one next to you.
I don't.
No, sadly, I speak dumbass, not common.
Oh. Well, you see gibberish that after about 15 minutes of you get out your what's it called, the decoder ring, and you figure out it says crew only.
Okay.
That means we enter.
It is locked. However, you would know that it's likely every member of the crew has a copy of the keys to access crew-only doors, and there is a Frenchman nearby.
Lucy, this is your second chance to pickpocket somebody. Please do not fuck it up.
I will also note he's level -1 with
Anything about pickpocketing.
I will
I'm
mention
going
he's a level
to-
-1 creature with 9 hit points.
I'm gonna take my crowbar out of my backpack
Oh, no.
and sneak up behind this dude and put the edge of it to the back of his head, trying to like make him think that I'm putting a gun to his head.
Oh,
Hey,
you think
Frenchie.
you can intimidate me with a gun?
I like that you're doing this with Zeno next to you, who does have a gun.
Yeah.
I just wanted
You know,
to do
honestly
that
fair.
with the crowbar.
So tell me, hooligan, what is it you want?
I
He
want
says as he-
information, and I want your keys. Don't look back here if you know what's good for you.
Fine then. What is it you want from me?
I just told you. Information, keys. Tell
You need to
me
be more
where
specific,
the
mon
bombs
ami.
are.
I know
What
many
kind of
things.
information, you son of a bitch?
I know many things. Some things that would make you cry to know.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Well, I do like a good tearjerker. So lay it on me.
The darkness in a man's heart is more than you could imagine.
What is this guy's doing?
Lucy, I don't think this guy's gonna know what bombs are.
I'm invested now. I want to know the story of this -1 creature. Tell me your life story, Frenchman.
Do you know I am on this ship? I am on the run. You see, I once was engaged to a wealthy woman. However, I slept with her twin sister. And now I am wanted in half of Avistan. Do you know what it's like to lose everything for one mistake? He turns and glares at you. Well, do you, punk?
He looks back and a tear is rolling down Lucy's face.
Yes, knocks him out with a crowbar.
Honestly, I like that bit, so yeah, I'll just do that.
He turns around. Well, do you, punk? Lucy, yes. What?
You now
What a
possess.
sad man.
Half-Life crowbar sound.
This is what he looks like. Best NPC.
I pick
know
his
if there's
pockets for
If
victory.
you fire 6 shots or only 5. Well, seeing how this is a crowbar. Whack.
Well, here
No,
Let me-
I just need the PD the PDF, the PNG of the guy of the image to like liquefy Tool like his head like dented in.
So Lucy, you find some 20.
Just out of curiosity. I'm assuming that's a crit.
A 25 against an armor class of 9.
Does it kill him outright?
Do you make this non-lethal?
Doing non-lethal.
Yeah,
A
preferably.
-2 to 20 to 25 is 23. That is a little bit over his AC of 9.
Oh man.
He
Fucking
takes
beautiful.
33 of his 9 HP and falls unconscious.
I tripled his fucking health. Dude's not gonna be awake for a fat fucking minute.
Do you so you take his serving platter, which is 1 gold. Do you take his cutlery as well?
Sure.
Okay, that is in total worth 2 gold for all of it.
Oh my fucking god. Den? What den? I'm perfectly fine. He had the saddest fucking backstory, and I just made it so much worse.
I am on the run. Man, bro, that's wild. Anyway.
Okay, so anyway, I tie him up and I bring him with us into the fucking closet or wherever the hell we're going.
Fucking Christ.
What is this session, man? Why did you just decide to show up to this game and just decide chaos? I don't.
Hey, let's be clear. That guy wouldn't have been there if you hadn't made him hallucinate.
Yeah, don't throw this on me. I didn't bang his head in with a crowbar.
What are you talking about? Chaos is Lucy's whole thing.
Sweet dreams, you poor soul.
It's not my fault the guy saw me pull a scroll out of my pocket and disappear and go, oh, that probably wasn't magic. I'm just hallucinating. That's not, you can't put that on me.
He's too busy thinking about his dark and tragic past.
Oops,
What
So-
dark and tragic past? You guys say it was a sad backstory. The guy slept with his wife's twin sister. That's not that dark. That's more kind of on him.
You know, honestly, fair.
No, what are you talking about? Every fictional man's tragic backstory is that he cheated on a woman, and that's bad for him.
So he's hogtied and gagged and like stuffed in the corner.
Yeah.
Hogtie gag, dent in his head.
Wait. Should we return to
His
the
no
cat?
good, really, really bad
Yeah,
day.
we'll go back. Let's go back to the.
Okay.
Here, Conswana and the cat. We're back with you.
What the fuck were we?
You're gonna
Oh
go
my
in a
God.
doorway.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, let's do perhaps a little listen in before we try opening doors willy-nilly.
Yeah,
William
I
Nilliam?
agree.
Why would we start doing that now of all times? The campaign's already almost over.
Okay, fine, then let's just walk in, I guess.
You see a hallway.
Whoa.
I know, impressive. We don't get those very
Okay.
often.
Boat. It's a big boat of hallways.
I still don't have access to being able to move this token.
Wah.
Listen in on this to the door to our right.
It sounds like a vacant luxury room.
Oh no, we found where the rich people are.
Yes.
I'm just
Sneak in and
God,
take their stuff.
that
Are you
took
ins-
it out of me, man.
Are you inspecticating
Yeah,
all of the
forget that,
rooms?
we weren't there. Yeah, I think just generally trying to listen out for anything weird.
Well, Kasawana, you rolled very impressively, and I'm also giving you a bonus for noticing this detail in particular. You hear the very faint, subtle sound that almost anyone else would just assume is just creaking or clicking of like wood shifting of the boat or something. You can tell there's some sort of clockwork creature, maybe multiple, in this room in standby mode.
Ooh. Okay. Do we want to try and take a peek inside to see if we can? You've got better stealth than me, Drayson. Do you want a peek?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Now the real question is, do you have better picking of locks?
Oh, the door's
Oh, it's
locked?
locked.
Yeah, all these rooms are locked.
Okay. Well, I don't have that. So your thievery is probably better than mine. Just due to untrained improvisation.
Yeah, probably.
Problem is, I don't know if we have any lockpicks on us.
No, so we might be kind of
Owned.
maybe if we really want to, we can try and get Connor back up here. But I think for now, I mean, we got the information. There's definitely something there.
Yeah. You want to check the other side?
Yeah.
So every single one of these rooms is locked, including the one at the end of the hallway?
I mean, I'm guessing it's sort of like down below, but you know, for fancy people, these are like the first class bedrooms
Yeah.
or whatever.
I feel like here I'm gonna say this. So this could be some useful information. Unless otherwise noted, the ceilings are 10 feet high. The walls are made of brass, and the doors are all reinforced. I do have statistics for those, by the way.
Okay. So even this door at the end is locked?
No. That
No?
one's not locked. No.
Okay. Well, before we go on to the other side, let's go up to this one and listen for if there's anybody in it. So another perception. Just to listen.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Septicept. Okay, you're pretty confident there is no one in the room.
Okay.
Again, your imagination has already told you that most of the people are outside reveling and playing cards and being served drinks and such.
Likely the only things that we're going to come across here is shield marshals. Which is why we need to be stealthy about it. 3 rooms. Karma, which one do you think we should go to next?
Oh, I don't know. I'm curious about these ones down here, honestly.
Okay, yeah, let's go down and you check. Well, I'll check this door and listen in, and you check that one.
You look inside, and these are both servants' quarters.
Okay.
Ah,
There are chests. We could do a little bit of pillaging.
Yes, if you look through, you find mostly just servants' clothes.
Okay,
and
I'm
little
gonna.
bombs.
I see a vent on the ceiling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
he's
Come on,
venting.
mind giving me a boost?
Oh, here
He's
we go.
venting.
All right, sure. If this is what we're doing.
Yeah, this is what I think we're gonna do. This is gonna be really tight fit for me since I'm a medium-sized.
Yeah, make an
creature
acrobatics check to squeeze.
with a decent amount of muscle mass.
You're a cat. You are liquid.
Yeah, if your head can fit through, the rest of you can get through. That's how it works.
Okay, it's dark in here. You see with a
Damn,
with
good
a
thing
with
I
a
have dark vision.
little bit of of squeezing and sliding around, you could move to one of the other connected rooms. There you don't see any good way for you to move, like, you know, vertically. Can't really bend that way in here. You could, however, move to one of potentially the rooms that were locked. You kind of just have to figure it
Okay.
out, though, with a survival check.
I'm gonna. Survival's bad.
Well, your sense of direction's important here because you can't see where you're going. You can just decide, like, hey, there's pipes here.
I
Where
have
the
dark vision.
Yeah,
bitch.
the dark vision doesn't give you a fucking X-ray vision of where the rooms go.
Okay.
It's more of your spatial reasoning.
But I maybe like.
You didn't
I mean,
install an X-ray texture pack.
Yeah, I can. If you want me to, I can try and like, help you up into the vents as well.
Oh, I was gonna say try and help you because I'm trained in survival. To like, give you general directions to what room you're trying to go to. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Just to aid or something. Well, that's a fucking 9. But
25. Better than probably anything I would get with my survival of 1.
Okay. Which room are you trying to get to? I guess is important.
The room where we heard the clicking.
Okay.
Or where Kaswana heard the clicking.
Roll me a d20 for a flat check.
Okay. Roll a d20 for a flat check.
Yes.
17.
All right. Now, you are able to, with your hard keratinous nails, you're able to stick them into the screw holes and just turn them into the screw heads and just turn them and are able to get yourself into this room. And you see, you are currently looking from the vent, right? And you see 3 humanoid constructs. One is sitting over here. The other 2 are just standing in the corners. Actually, this one's is actually standing in front of this wardrobe next to the wall.
Well, I think I might have found where they hid one of the bombs. I don't know what to do here now. Do I just head back now?
You could.
Because ain't no way I can handle whatever the fuck these things are on my own.
Probably not.
Maybe we come back with the rest of the gang.
Yeah. I'm going to squeeze my way back through the vents to where I entered.
Make a survival check.
Great. 12. So a 13 overall.
Amazing.
Fucking great.
You flop out onto the bed as you break through the vent and as you're trying to find your way around. What are you doing now?
Okay. I assume these doors are able to be unlocked from the inside.
Yeah, we'll follow cruise ship rules.
Okay. So I'll rescrew the vent, unlock the door for myself, and then before I close it, is it a modern one of those where you can lock it and then close it?
Well, first of all, I'll say that this room actually is very clearly a Nexian room. It has depictions of floating spires and hanging gardens in all of its decor and iconography.
Do I do some pillaging? We'll do some pillaging. Before I leave the room. Yeah, no.
Okay. You just
Unlock the door, open it, lock it, and we'll lock and close it again. And then reconvene with Kaswana.
and you meet back up with Katswana. All right.
I got lost.
Well, did you at least find anything interesting?
Yeah, I did find the room that we were looking for, but I got lost on the way back. Yeah, there's some, like, water jetpack wearing clockworks in that room. One of them seems to be guarding a wardrobe, so I'm working under the assumption that that's where one of the sticks of pyronite is.
It definitely could be.
Amazing, Wings. Amazing. I have a headache. Great.
No, somebody please pin that image.
Someone please
Yeah,
help me. Yeah, do you have an ibuprofen? I got a headache.
Wrong window.
Did you like look up? Did you look up "I've got a headache" and then translate it to French?
Thank you for
Yes.
I don't
That
even know
one-
if I'm gonna try.
Or
J'ai mal à la tête. I've
I'm
got
sure
the
that's
headache.
so correct.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
We
You
took
definitely
German in high
pronounce.
school,
You
not
definitely.
French.
You definitely pronounce all of those letters. Because that's how French works.
J'ai mal à la tête.
Yep.
Why the extra facial hair?
What's with the red, like, thing on his forehead? Is that blood?
Amazing.
you don't get your head caved in without a little blood.
I thought he was supposed to be Indian or something.
I was thinking that. Turns out he wasn't French at all.
I mean, Slade's accent, French accent, started leaning into Asian.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Alrighty, are you guys
another
going to
door.
investigate this door now?
Yes.
Just gonna kick it open.
No.
No matter how badly we want to.
Just by the
Yeah.
way, go ahead and make me your perceptions. You don't really hear anything.
I don't like that response.
I don't
I'm
like that
scared.
response either. Is the door locked?
No.
That somehow is even scarier to me.
Yeah. But here we go. Bing-a-boo. Oh, this is like...
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah,
What?
you know what? No thank you.
She got floating hair. That's a hell no.
That was a whole Medusa. Also,
Yeah,
why is there just
one entire Medusa?
why is there just a ghost man, but he's not a token? He's just in the. I guess that
Ifrit
was a
opens-
Medusa. I'm assuming they're a stone person. Now that I said that out loud.
Ifrit
So-
opens the door, immediately sees what's
Are
going
they
on in that
petrified?
room, closes it.
Is
So
it
you
actually a
see-
Medusa?
You
Yeah,
see,
you scroll in. Their hair is snakes.
you see
Yeah, that's a
a
snake lady.
large wooden dining table that stands in the middle of a hall beneath a central chandelier, well, a crystal chandelier. Glass statues, life-sized and eerie and lifelike, are scattered throughout the area. Most depict humanoids with an unmistakable look of terror on their faces.
Yeah, that's a Medusa. That's a Gorgon.
Fuck
The
this shit,
woman
I'm out.
says, This is a private space.
My apologies. Let us get out of your hair. Click.
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh, great. Here we go. 27.
Relatively okay.
Yes, I'd recommend you do get going.
We do that.
She takes note of you coming into the room, and we'll make note of that for if it becomes relevant.
Put a pin in that one.
Don't like that.
Added to the personal notes.
Yes.
Some weird goobers have entered a place they're not supposed to be. One thing you did notice is that in all of your exploration, you did not find a place where the other door connects to the one you just came from. So I think now is a good time for us to go to our last goober.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm
Ignore-
typing something in my notes.
So the goobers of two that clubbed a Frenchman. You are also on this floor. However, we are starting not with you, but with the short individual. There are 4 manual laborers that are going about tinkering, moving equipment, and just making sure the engine is working properly.
Alrighty. It's weird that this is connected to the kitchen.
I guess it's turns a corner or something.
Yeah.
The scent of burning oil and river water fills this engine room. The stern consists of an enormous metal paddle that churns through the river and propels the ship. 2 enormous gears in the middle of the room pull giant chains that turn the paddle wheel. The chains are connected to a large clockwork engine, which whirs and chugs noisily.
Well, we know where to go if we need to do Plan B. Are there any doors? I don't see any doors from where I'm standing.
At the moment, you can probably go to the other side of the.
The workers just assume that you're part of the crew. Unlike the kitchen staff, they are too haggard and exhausted from their work to question your presence.
Don't get paid enough for this.
Kind of walk past, like, about your business. Apologies. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking around like I belong here.
You find yourself in another corridor.
This one is weird shaped.
Everyone's favorite corners. They come to a point.
Unnecessary corners.
The door.
Door number 1 or door number 2? Let's see what's behind door number 1, DM. I will walk up
And
and
here's your prize.
peek around the corner. I peek into a crack. I don't like.
Well, there's very
clear.
clearly something underneath that, and it
I
looks
was
like
I don't like there's a thing under a sheet.
that is
Elephant?
very clearly some explosives inside that elephant.
Clockwork elephant.
Those are very clearly explosives inside that glass elephant.
What do you mean? So yes, you walk
Oh.
up to the big.
Oh,
the big
right. The
fabric
tarp disappears. I was like, how do you
Yes,
guys
if you
know
put
it's
your
an
cursor
elephant?
on it, you see the creature.
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Elephant?
Underneath the big blue tarp, in this large cargo hold, stacked high with boxes and large crates, there is a wide opening in the center of the room where 4 pillars lead up to a wide shaft in the ceiling. Clockwork gears cover the pillars, which are connected to a platform designed to lift cargo, atop which sits a covered by that blue fabric statue of an elephant, a glass elephant.
There are explosives inside that glass elephant.
Yeah, I will take a peek under and see if I can discern stuff about this elephant, like a crafting or something.
Sure, go ahead and give me a craft.
I feel like hiding explosives inside of a glass elephant is the worst thing you could possibly fucking do. But
it looks like there is pyronite sticks, like more of those pyronite bombs in it.
Yeah, but I gotta in character figure it out.
Well, it seems to be a pretty unique construction. You've heard of clockwork, like, sculptures before, but this guy's weird. He's a weird guy.
Did not get a good roll. Understandable.
Maybe the other two can join in a little bit just to roll. Yeah, you guys aren't here yet.
We're at the top of the staircase that I assume is over on that side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do?
Good question.
Well, you hear footsteps coming towards the doorway.
I will duck under cover.
Okay. You see two shield marshals step into the room and say, well, you see them patrol the room first. They both have lights that they use to look behind boxes. You go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yes.
All right. You see the shield marshals go around. You're able to slide behind a box as one looks around. You slide around the other side of it and are able to tiptoe your way around and dodge them as they go through. They pick through everything to make sure no one's hiding out in any of the containers. Make sure no one's snuck onto the ship at the last port or elevator. And you hear them shooting the shit between them. It's like, so you're telling me that weird glass wizard made this thing? Yeah, it turns out his plan is to show it off on the top deck. I think, like, tomorrow morning? I don't know what the point is. They're all up to something. Whatever, we're getting paid good enough for whatever their plan is. Alright, let's move on to the next room.
That all but confirms it, dude.
I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know it too well. Maybe I should go find Casawana, see if they know something about it. Figure something out. Oh, like after they like leave the room is when I like talk to myself and then like go to.
No, just doing that while they're still fully in the room.
So, without knowing anything specific about this creature in terms of like how to, because this is a creature, it's currently like just on standby, right? So it's just holding its position. However, if you were to try and get to the, as you can clearly see, bombs that are inside of it, you would likely have to destroy it. However, you risk detonating the bombs unless you were to, what is functionally, make non-lethal strikes, effectively taking a -2 to avoid,
So what you're saying is I'm good. Because I don't take negatives to non-lethal strikes. as a monk.
Your primary thing you want to avoid is arming the bomb.
Yeah, I do know there's bombs in there. Can I discern how many of the bombs that we know of are in here? Is it just the one?
Think of it as a bunch of bombs that if any of them get armed, you might as well treat them as all armed.
All right. I'm just saying because like we know, I think what was it, 4?
We know
bombs
the
that we
amount
know
of pyronite they're going to use, but we don't know if it has if this one singular elephant has it all.
Yeah, that's
We
kind
know
of my only
pyronite.
concern.
We know how much one stick would do. Roughly on the scale of blasts, how big would it go off? How big would it be if all of them were to go off?
This is one of the 4.
Okay.
Only one.
Here,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
put a creature next to one of the other bombs, right? And then I'll snip that, and you know, here I'll put a Frenchman next to it. Let me find a bomb whose area around it is not like immediately obvious.
That's fine. I just wanted to know out of the amount of pyronite we had, how much wood can I tell is in this elephant? Is really just what the information I wanted.
Give me a second.
know-
Let me.
So it has one bundle of it.
Yeah, I know it's one of the 4 that we're after.
Let me just hold on. Where is my? That's
'Cause
lighting.
in all honesty, I'm kind of thinking if there's a chance that maybe if I can get Alamon down here, that we could possibly just like rig the elephant to move so we can just have it run off the side of the boat.
Oh, that's really funny.
I like
instead of trying to disarm it by breaking it, we
Yeah.
just have it get off the boat because it is a moving creature.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's one bomb.
the Frenchman for scale.
A Frenchman for scale.
Ah, yes. That bomb is exactly 5 baguettes long. Got it.
Yeah. A baguette for scale.
So the bundle of pyronite that blew up the bank, or the vault, whatever the hell, was one of those sections, right?
Yeah, it was like one of those bundles, maybe.
Yeah.
Not, like,
So there's 4 of these massive bundles.
Well, I know for a fact, like if we're going off of scale of this, I know one of the bundles is what they were going to use to blow up the cannon.
that's
So,
well,
3
half of one of those is what they were gonna use to blow up the cannon.
Yeah, so I said like it looks like it's like broken into like 3 sections of actual pyronite, and like the bomb that was used in the cannon looked like it was like just one section of it. Is what I was meant.
Yeah.
If it was to go off, it would not be good for anybody in the blast radius.
No.
Yeah, no.
They are big enough to set each other off. So if one of the 4 goes off, all 4 of them go off.
Let's say the blast radius is everywhere. So yeah, I think that is my plan. I think I know of this one. I'm gonna try and make my way back up to Casawana.
Here,
and
would you
whoever I
like
can
would you
meet
like
along
a
the way.
damage roll for scale?
No, I have a good idea.
Like-
I think I'm alright.
Like the adventure actually tells me how much, if one of them goes off, how much damage it does to everyone on the ship.
Ignorance is bliss. I'm okay with that.
Are you sure? It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, no. I think ideally it doesn't happen, so I don't need to know. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna start making my way back up. I'll check the other door before I go.
Okay.
Mainly just because I do still think there's probably stairs down this way too, and there's a good chance that I might meet up with half of the group. So I'll go this way and kind of peek around, see if I can find another way.
That
up.
looks like a guard table.
I am, in case I have to say it, I am continuing in my stealthy endeavors.
Yeah.
I'm not just.
I'm using your 35. You creak the
Okay.
door open. You creak the door open, and you see some more clockworks on standby in this room.
All right, that is good to know. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving, keep looking
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some stairs.
You tiptoe with your 35 and you just go, ooh.
Oh, I'm starting to think that this way is not directly stairs. Unless it's around that bend.
And that's
Okay,
where
it's
you
around that
see
bend.
some goons. I think. Hold on. No, you don't see goons. They're not there.
I don't. Oh.
No, different
That's
staircase.
not our
Looks very
staircase.
similar.
Oh.
It's probably up this way if
I
the
know.
map is anything to go off of.
To be fair, I think it's entirely likely. I don't think you can actually get between those two stairs. Actually,
Wait, is it not the same floor?
hold on. Let me show you. Not the Frenchman. I forgot that the last thing that I Control C Control V'd was not you. It was the fucking Frenchman.
The Frenchman. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so there's just another section of the boat. Okay. Well, knowing that, I'd peek up these stairs at least, see if I can get back up to roughly where I would be.
Yeah, let me
I think
find
that
out.
one probably leads into another part of the kitchen, if I had to assume.
The kitchen was really small.
Okay. Here, I'll make it so that I'll put you where that one is.
All right. I'm gonna come up the stairs. Just gonna be Lovelace standing there. Like,
No, Lovelace, we already know where Lovelace is.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
There's another.
Another access point. So
Yes.
this wasn't just more bedroom.
There's
Mixed
probably
within the
cars
bedrooms
still
are
on it.
crew access.
All right. I can either continue going and try and meet up with them before they get down the stairs, or unless you want to swap to someone else. I'm down for either.
I will say we'll go to them and you will meet up with them shortly after they continue what they're doing, or if they start fighting something.
Okay, if their plan is to go down the stairs, then I would probably end up just walking past them and going up to Ifrit and Casawana.
Okay. Because I think they were already going down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. It's back to the active scene, and you will go find your way to Conswana and Ifrit.
Right now, Casawana. Zeno does have engineering, so Zeno would be another person to grab, but
Yes.
Casawana was just the first one that came to mind.
Well, Zeno and Lucky, I
Iron
believe,
Knight
are downstairs.
Yes.
You find yourselves in a bit of a crossroads. There is to one direction is a door that is jammed. Like you can see what this door looks like, right?
Yeah.
It has
I
been
was a bad
bashed
boy.
in from the exterior or from the other side.
Is there another way around? Not from what I see so far.
I mean, you could try and use that crowbar for its intended purpose.
What?
Honestly,
So
fair.
you're telling me the intended purpose of the crowbar isn't to cave in a French man's head?
Get that shit open.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I'll do that. Stick the
Yeah,
crowbar in there.
I got a
Give it a
headache.
wedge.
And Lucy looks down at the crowbar. Turns out the damage to the Frenchman was the exact amount it needed to break.
Yeah, it just
No
like
longer
goes,
has a crowbar.
it has the Minecraft tool breaking clink.
Jump scare.
You can open that door.
I'll give it a go.
Give me an athletics, bucko.
Am due. Maybe not.
Say, Lucy,
I
I know
have
Lucy's
strength, but I
athletics is
have
not very
no
good.
athletics. I need an adult with arms.
Sorry,
Okay,
if it
with
isn't
arm.
there.
I'll keep that in mind. We're gonna go into the other one instead.
I was gonna say, as a narrative meetup point, this could be a good reason for you to also go back. Well,
Just
All of them are
Stealth?
deactivated.
Okay. Stealthily.
Oh, God.
Door open.
I was gonna say this could be a reason for you to also narratively meet back up with the group.
So you stealthily open the door, you hit, you barely graze one of them, and they all like dominoes like clatter down to the ground off of their racks that they're on, and it's just like an absolute cacophony of noise.
Run.
Quick
Carefully,
quick
it might
question.
wake the Frenchman.
Esoteric. Is there a way that I can tell to disable these things so that if somebody else were to try and reactivate them, they wouldn't reactivate?
You could like stuff Play-Doh in the keyhole that you use to wind them or something. You are a 5-year-old, I think, right?
Yeah. Mentally, at least. I'll take some random shit and like do that.
Okay, make some
Sin from guilt.
thievery or engineering checks. Great, you have no idea what you're doing. You're like, that'll work. You stuff like some toothpicks in it, and you're like, yeah, that'll jam it up.
Lucy goes back to Zeno with like a thumbs up. Got him.
Awesome.
By the way, the door that is broken, you smell stink. That off scent that you smelt from upstairs is wafting out of that doorway.
Gotcha.
It smells like a creature with a very funny name.
Smell.
Well, I'm gonna close this room
Smelly.
and then head down to the south.
Oh.
Door number 2.
More
And
bunks.
door number 3.
It's all bunks.
It's bumped
We head
all
back
the
up
way
to
down.
reconvene. Unless you have anything, Zeno.
Nah.
Alrighty. I believe you guys are all on mid deck. So I assume once you guys have finished exploring that room and that woman gave you the stink eye, do you come out here and be like, well, let's wait and see where what our friends are up to.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, let's reconvene. I think now, like, we've explored enough of the ship separately that it's time that we reconvene and then think of our options from there.
We have
Hmm.
Lovelace on the top deck, Snake Lady on mid deck, and then Elephant on the bottom deck, as well as the door that cannot be accessed yet. Was there anything else of note?
We also had the clockwork guys in the one room up top as well.
So we have clockworks in the mid deck of
Or yeah, it was
this room. Wait,
Yeah.
this room right here.
Okay.
We have
So-
not
so
explored
far
this
we-
side yet, though.
We should probably start from the bottom and make our way up. So either start with the elephant or start with the door that we cannot get past.
I mean, if we're gonna do the plan that I have, if it goes well, I feel like that's gonna end up being our "we're going loud" in this mission moment.
Yeah,
so I
so
don't know if we should figure that
before
one right
we
away.
mess with the elephant, we might want to know where the other ones are, so they can't fight.
Yeah.
Fair.
I have to assume that. Well, I'm under the assumption that one of the bombs is sitting within that wardrobe in this room.
Would it fit in there?
If they stood it up like lengthwise.
Hmm.
Okay, so you are where?
I will say the places that we've potentially found bombs and have found a bomb, there have been the
We didn't go in
windup
here, did we?
soldiers.
No, we didn't go in that side yet.
That is a good point. Well, do we want to go and do you want to try lockpicking the door where the clockwork guys are so we can?
I mean, yeah, if I'm up here now, I can do that.
And maybe try and. That might make a lot of noise too, though, if they do like activate and attack us. Because I think those ones were because we heard them.
They were already active. They're like keeping that room safe.
By the way, Zeno, can you give me an
Actually, you know
engineering
what?
check?
Maybe it's on the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Not amazing, but you notice the presence of all the ducts that are around the ship, and you're like, a medium creature could move through that. Small creatures could move it through it pretty easily. However, you get you look at it and you're like, they did something with these ducts. Like, there's some sort of mechanism attached to these. They do a thing. You're not 100% on exactly what the thing it do. So potentially there could be risks in using the ducts.
Interesting.
So you're saying that I took a risk by going inside the vent?
Yes.
Oh.
It's risky to vet.
Yeah. If someone spots you, they might call a meeting and you get ejected off the boat or something. I don't know.
This is a super topical reference.
Yeah.
Totally not several years old at this point.
No.
No. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I guess it's still
maybe we
relevant, right?
should.
That genre of game, sure.
Maybe we do check out the one locked door that we don't know what's behind it, just to see if we can find another bomb before we go and try and do.
I mean, which one are you talking about? Because there's 2 rooms up
The
here.
one Lucy couldn't get open.
The
Okay.
stinky busted door, yeah.
Start from the bottom and work our way up.
Mhm.
All right. You
Where is that?
reconvene. Just quickly, double checking something real quick. You do get back downstairs. Go ahead and the goon of muscles can attempt a check for me.
Crowbar?
Hands off the crowbar. On the way down, you pass the gagged Frenchman.
With a very clear dent in his skull. I look at the crowbar now that it's in my hand as we're down in the basement. You're just like, what did you do to that, man?
I didn't do anything. You're the one holding the crowbar.
Anyway, 32 plus a crowbar.
I don't know if that's,
Plus
I
the
had-
crowbar.
that is just a funny statement.
that's probably enough. But can I just for giggles, can I throw a crafting aid to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
32 plus 8 plus the crowbar.
Cooperative nature.
32 plus
Hamada.
crowbar.
That was. I forgot I was on blind. I don't know what I rolled. But it doesn't matter. It's a success.
What's the name of that that one show?
Your
that
crit
one TLC
success
show?
is
That's the
gets them
reason.
closer. It wouldn't quite be enough, but I will say it does because I think it's funny. As Ifrit is prying and yanking at the door, you have a brain blast and you walk up to it. You take a nail and a hammer. And you just knock out one of the door's pins, and fucking Ifrit just goes tumbling through the doorway. Ifrit, there is a new friend within your line of sight. Your entrance was
Oh,
not
good.
particularly subtle, and you see. Get rid of
Naka.
Yeah, hold on. I have to. I use the
Frederick.
button
Kong.
that the
Holy
that the
shit.
things have. Oh, if Frederick's here too.
Yo, the whole gang's here.
Anyone in the party,
Go
anyone in
back
the
to
party
fire.
just gets ejected when you click that button.
I knew he was the big bad evil this entire time.
We gotta take on level 5 Doc.
You see a Catoblepis.
Oh,
Catoblepis.
Would you like to see what a Catoblepis looks like?
Sure.
sure.
It looks like a moose.
Why does it?
Yeah, that's about what
Why
I
does
think.
it
think
look
it's
like
so
a
cool
cow?
looking.
But it has. I'm so confused.
Why are you confused?
It doesn't look like a cow. It shouldn't make those noises.
Well,
That's
the
obviously
Catoblepis
I mean, it's cow adjacent.
is grumpy.
Eh.
What do you do?
No wonder he's got a pyronite bomb in his bed. That'd be pretty grumpy too.
Wait, he has a pyronite bundle in his head?
No.
In his bed. I can
don't
see
see
just
it.
around the corner the cage there. If you can, I don't know if you can see that from where you're at. It has the
Yeah, no, I can't.
yeah, in the way back there's the pyronite bomb. So there is one in here.
Well, good thing we checked here.
Yep. Also, be careful with fire.
Yes. Do not Catoblep all over the place.
Be careful with fire. Looks back at Kasawana.
I cast Fireball.
Well, the
Yeah.
cow
I
is
cast-
grumpy.
Yo,
I cast Fireball.
I'm
centered
going
on myself.
to assume this is an initiative because I certainly don't have anything that would help here.
All right, because I was using
Handling
athletics to
this
get into the
animal.
room, I'm gonna use my athletics to roll initiative.
Yes, go
Fuck
ahead.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Nat 20, let's fucking go.
Is there a song
Ooh.
called Battle with a Cacoblepis?
Oh, that's not the button I wanted. That's just regular.
No more Wizard 101 music. Time for scary.
Yes.
That one was very distinctly Minecraft cow. What the fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're fighting a Minecraft cow.
Hold on.
It's exactly what Minecraft cows look like.
What is this song? Very confusing.
Build up.
It's very jaunty.
Yeah, hey, let's try the loop version of that. Alright, let's do jungle combat. This guy looks like he's from the hood. Or the wood. Alright, Catoblepis. Let's see who goes first. I have to go back to the initiative tracker. Fringus! Your athletics allows you to go first. However,
Well,
that means that
first
you are
things
the
first.
first person that has to make a stink save.
Oh no. Bailey, oh fuck.
That was a decent roll too.
Yeah, that was an 11 on the die.
Oh,
Stink!
I have no hope for this roll then.
Well, talent stance. Apply. Run up.
Can you do a trick?
Flurry.
I say that. I guess I only have a -2 from you. It's not that bad. Or not that different.
Flurry of blows. Hi-yaw.
Base.
Damn. Even with my newly acquired strength. It was a miss because of second! Fuck!
Imagine being stinky.
An extra d6 of...
I assume that its reflex is gonna be its worst.
I mean, I guess I probably could have turned to that first hit into a hit.
Oh, this server has the correct configurations for running combat. God, it's a godsend compared to doing Starfinder. I have things the way I want them to be. It's amazing.
I'm gonna use my fake out reaction if I can.
On the first one,
Yeah, on the first one.
go ahead.
Here's my I'm okay, according to this I'm holding 2 guns. I'm holding this one. Let me go into my character sheet and unhold the other one. So I definitely do not have 4 hands.
I fright that attack hits the first one.
Oh, yippee! Thank you.
Yup, it's what I do. Would you like some hamburger mac?
You.
Make
Can I interest you
hamburger.
in some cheeseburger? And its
Alright.
persistent bleed is just a regular. It would be cool if it stacked, but that would also be really overpowered.
Yeah. That's why you need to have hands that do different damage, persistent damage types. That's one of the reasons why the Druid Wild Shift thing is really good, because you can have Jaws and Claws. One does bleed, one does poison persistent. So you can have both. Alright. Insert
Anyway.
burp sound effect. Bleh.
Oh,
Hold
oh
on.
goody.
That will hit you. Let me just move it over a little bit.
Goody.
All right. So I'm gonna target you two, and then I need all of you to make a save.
I'm gonna say no.
Damn, what did I roll? A 12. Oh god.
Much better.
Still
Still a failure though. On a fucking 15,
Oh,
goddamn.
man.
You are dealing with the Catoplepus. All right.
What?
Ooh,
Oh, no.
That's some poison damage.
It is.
What's this
I-
fucker doing in this
Was that like
boat,
13
man?
fucking D6?
Bing, bong,
Oh.
bing,
Oh,
bong.
Oh my
Bing.
god. I would have just straight up gone down if that crit fail would have stuck.
But
What
wait,
the fuck?
there's more. I fright.
What?
You're
Have to be.
sickened. Alright, now your
Is it
sickened stays the
increased?
same.
Yeah, is that
Lucky and
increased
Zeno, you are sickened. Lucky. Stinko. There you go.
Oh god.
Let me roll its
That was-
recharge. Amazing.
Oh, that's a recharge.
Okay, cool.
weapon.
Awesome.
Please let it take 4 rounds.
No, that was 2 actions. You moved up to him. What flavor
Yeah, that
of
was a save.
attack? Antlers.
That's a D. Those are 3D12s.
Bingus. So, it's gonna go bleh, and then it's gonna fucking smash its head down on Eye Fright. That's gonna be its turn.
Oh my god.
And it takes 1 bleed damage. Does not recover. Condor.
Yeah.
I need you to roll against the stink.
Oh, that's right. Let me fill this roll real quick.
Hell yeah, bud.
Yep.
Alright, you're stinked.
Good. That's what I
And
wanted.
turn that smile upside down.
What kind of magic blast do you have planned for this thing?
Oh god, it'd be so
Fire-
funny to just take that face and then
Fireball.
flip the smile into a frown. Don't use the original, just flip the smile into a frown.
Reflip.
Flip it back.
Just mutilating him.
You have to specifically cut it smaller so it still has like the outer ring of the original flip. Alright, yeah, 3-action shoot this man in the face with, I guess, live wire? Nah. Yeah, let's do live wire. Take a bullet.
Yo, that's a
That was
hit.
19. I like that was a 19 on the die and didn't crit.
Yeah, we love it when that happens.
Excuse me? I don't want to be in this room anymore.
Me neither, man.
Player level +2 or 3. This thing is fucking brutal.
Anyways, I guess here's that
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
that.
So what
There's
we're seeing here is there's
25.
no way we're critting this thing unless we get a nat 20.
I forgot
How
to
about
add
we
energy shots
play
in
the
that,
stat game and
I'm
just
very sad.
debuff it as much as we can?
but
May
Man,
I
wish I was a
recommend
wrestler.
tripping
That
it?
way I could do a flip.
any
Flip it over.
hoops, I end my turn since I did a Eldritch shot. I can free action Eldritch reload.
Hell yeah. Ullman. Stinky save.
What?
Stinky save.
Make a stink save.
Oh. Okay. That's targeting. It says it's got E3. Will it? There we go. That's not good.
No, but it's not a crit failure, so.
Yeah, but I
Could be
didn't
worse.
want a regular failure either. Okay, great. I kind of want to try and figure out this guy's deal a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna try in nature, I think.
You think this thing looks natural?
I don't know. I guess I could do.
I mean,
Kinda.
yeah,
Like,
natural enough.
listen, the red eyes are spooky, and he's got kind of a fucked up looking face, but that's an animal.
I say it just kind of looks like a bog monster. I don't.
Fair
Open
enough.
your nature.
Ooh.
It's pretty good
What do you want to
nature.
know about the Catoblepus?
What is its weakest save?
It does not look very dexterous.
Reflex.
Well, he's
Reflex.
got that one.
Good to know if I need to, I can electric arc it.
I think what else is good. Is there anything in particular that any of you guys want to know? I would go for maybe.
I guess I'm down for any weaknesses or resistances, either or.
Yeah, does it have any particular weaknesses?
It doesn't have any weaknesses or resistances outside its resistance to death because it has ferocity.
Oh, good.
We knock it down, it comes back up.
I get knocked out. I get up.
How did I get up again? How
Keep that.
How many ferocities does it have, though, is the main question. We don't know, and we can't know.
Until it gets
knock-
to dying 4.
We'll knock it down, shove the pyronite in its mouth, and have it run off the boat too.
Have it chase us.
Then I guess for last 2 actions, I will just quickly electrocute Cow. Or that's not electrocute. Whoops, wrong one.
Fortitude's probably its best.
Yeah, misclick.
As a stink monster, I would be inclined to agree.
Man, I'm really kind of wanting to put up a wall of wind. I don't like stink monster.
That's a failure. He takes 15.
Cool.
Lucky.
I am going to use my belt to pull a scroll to my hand.
Uh-huh.
The scroll in question is going to be Fear first rank.
Maybe.
And I'm going to use the Fear on the thing.
Yo, put that pack of cookies down.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So much noise.
That was the sound the scroll made when Lucy pulled it out.
Yeah.
Just move.
Lucy keep all her scrolls in an empty water bottle?
It
Succeeded.
succeeded.
'Kay.
Just barely, but it succeeded. If it
And
was frightened,
then-
it wouldn't have succeeded.
Esoteric.
Okay. Roll me your cringe.
I did.
Did
Uh,
we restock on potions at all?
Not great. Question. Do I
What's the
share
potion?
my personal antithesis through shared weakness?
put the ability card in chat.
Something
I
went
hope you
down the
put
wrong
those
tube,
cookies
didn't it?
down.
Gamer's gotta find the
1
feet.
second.
Ow.
And then with that, my turn is over. Ifrit, I recommend tripping this thing.
Mortal weakness is if a creature has a weakness, doesn't have any.
Tripping would be against its reflex DC. That is true.
Yes.
Also, it's a single enemy. Us stealing its actions is really fucking good.
Zango.
All right. Do I need to make Stinky?
Yes.
Yes.
Where the fuck is it?
It
There it
can't
is.
get any worse than Sickened 1. Right?
Don't worry, he's frightened. He stinks a little bit less.
No, we haven't crit failed to it yet.
Regular failure. It doesn't change your sickening condition.
Okay. Awesome.
You just don't want to crit fail.
Alright.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's Ifrit's
That's-
turn. I get to do my turn just by.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You make a save and it's over.
Wow.
Go ahead, Zeno.
Fucking losing.
This is a day.
Sure. You know what? Here, Monk, have this.
Yo.
Ooh.
Go do a crime.
Go commit a war crime.
No, cries in 3 actions.
Yeah, honestly, it was probably a bad idea.
Kidding?
for you to
No,
give it to
kidding.
me.
Hit
No,
more.
that's good. Yeah, you hit more. Yeah.
And I could give it to somebody else next turn.
True.
And then I'm going to, for a single action, I don't know, I guess I need my zone to do focus spells, so zone.
I would say shoot it.
I need a zone to do other things.
Fair. Yeah.
Get in the zone. Quantum zone.
No, the auto zone.
There. Maybe, yeah. Good enough.
Blepis. Alright, I fright.
Deppy. And Trippy. That's a 5. That's a failure. Unfortunate.
That is correct.
Kicky. And another kicky.
Damn.
And then another kick.
I could possibly turn the second one into a hit.
Do you not need to have your bullet anymore?
I have a free action. If I use my Eldritch shot, I can Eldritch reload for a free action.
Oh.
So, anyways, fake out.
Ah! It doesn't change the
That
result.
turn the 28.
Does it change the result? Oh, I thought.
Sadly, no.
Damn.
If
Dang.
you
That
were
was really
legendary, it
awkward.
would have.
I was really hoping a 30 would hit.
All right,
I
Bucko.
didn't crit, did I? Rip.
Hmm. Let's do this.
I'm in danger.
I didn't spend any time healing.
Trample.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Yup, and that's
Come on,
why we
buddy.
trip.
Hey, Zeno.
I tried,
Is it-
okay? Dice
did-
said no.
Didn't you have a thing you can do that makes things move in different directions?
Can I
Possibly.
do that with a trample?
If
I
he
think-
crit fails, you can mess up his first
remember.
move action. And make him go the other way, and potentially only be able to run over Ifrit.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We can pray.
We can pray.
You can pray.
Why is it targeting me?
Oh fuck, he did the
Targeting
opposite of a nat 1. He got a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
dang. We're the try.
Oh,
Anyway.
damn.
what was
Wrong
the
end of the
one save?
spectrum.
Oh, reflex save. Oh, I'm not worried about this. Never mind.
Hey look, there's another
I'm
nat
good.
20. Hey, there's another nat
Holy
20.
shit.
Let's go.
Lucy is the only one who has not rolled yet.
Nat 6.
That's not
Heck
a
yeah.
Alright.
We love it.
Connor and Lucky both need to take.
Oh, gosh, I hate that it does that. It rolled all the dice. I thought mine was one of the nat 20s. Dang it.
32. 32. As you both get
Ow.
stepped on by its hoofies. The other two, like, the two spellcasters are like, no, thank you. And both, like, press themselves up against the wall and they just misses them. But, Lucy and Connor get squished as the small ones.
Yeah, we're too small.
That's 3 actions. 1 blood damage, does
Yeah,
not
there we
recover.
go. We'll get him eventually.
Conger.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
No, it's 1
With
cut.
this-
Just keep bleeding him.
No.
Just one singular
We
bleed.
did it fucking twice. There ain't no 1,000. This dude's taking a baseball bat to the back of our fucking skulls.
Yeah.
Taking a crowbar to the back.
Oh,
My head hurts.
What do I do here? I really don't.
You have an ibuprofen? I got a headache.
I really just don't know what to do here. Other than just shoot him again, but I feel like I'm just gonna die if I do that.
Look, Kasawana's here. They can just heal us all of us way back up, including the cow.
Yeah.
I have a +2 to that save.
Yeah. Xeno's a human.
Zeno is very
This
human.
design is very human.
Oh, there's just a couple things that I can do. My brain can't make up the decision. I'm on target.
Reasonable. But also, fuck you. We were,
Flank with someone else.
we had
That is-
flanking.
Flank with someone else. I have like no HP.
Neither do I, and here I am, in the middle of the room.
Here I
Sounds like
am.
no problem.
You have an option to
Yeah.
heal before the enemy's turn comes up.
No,
Also,
I
you're-
don't.
Also, your no HP is still like almost double mine. I don't know what you're talking
Motherfucker,
about.
you got focus points. And haste.
Oh, wait, yeah,
I-
my turn does go before him.
I didn't want to move to that.
Because I rolled a nat 20 on that.
I want to move to that square. And then I'm just gonna fire off. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna hit him with a live wire.
Don't you have any reflex spells?
I do, but nothing's gonna do
Electric
more,
arc, but it wouldn't do
more
nearly as
damage.
much damage.
Yeah, so nothing will do more damage than just hitting him with this. Either way, I consistently roll 19s on my attack, so it's fine. 18 more damage.
He takes 18 more damage.
That's my turn.
Connor being the MVP right now, doing damage and shit. Oldman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, someone's gotta do
You
it.
quick, divine wrath it!
Coughs up blood.
Hit him with the funny divine
It's-
fireball.
Yeah. Totally worth wasting a, like, 4th rank spell slot.
Lucy, do you want to not die?
I would like to not die.
Yeah, but Lucy is more close to dying.
The
than
pearly
you are.
gates do look really attractive right now. I'm seeing my owner on the other side. I kind of want to go home.
Yeah, that just made me sad.
Lucky's gonna die.
Too bad.
That 3 action heal.
No, not
No,
a
it's
free
only 2 action.
2 action. To help Cat.
Thank you.
Alternatively, you could have wasted 2 first rank spells. Well, 2 1-action versions of it. So you can heal both Connor and Lucy.
I guess that's true. I'd just be worried about, like, not doing enough.
Yeah,
That'll probably
that 42
be
is
fine.
carrying a lot.
Yeah, Connor's out of the way now anyway.
Kinda, as long as he doesn't have his breath
hopefully.
weapon again, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, funny thing about that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's
Well-
fine. I just have to succeed again. I can do that. It's fine.
No,
I can
what'll
survive
happen
with
is
that.
that he'll take a deep breath in, like facing you guys, and then he'll fart on Ifrit and just
If it rolls roughly around the same damage as it did, even if it fails, he'll be fine. So it's all right.
I'd still be barely alive.
Yeah, but you'd be alive.
I rolled
What?
really good.
I mean,
Sag.
Hit points are a resource to be used. As long as you don't run out of them, you'll be all right.
Ifrit is a resource to be used.
We're all resources to be used.
Human resources.
Yep.
Blast. Fire.
Yo,
Please be careful with that.
no, don't. Catoblepus.
I love the
That
name
one.
Catoblepus.
You said a nat
38.
1 on that?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
nice.
Hell
Wow,
yeah.
that just took it
and
from
now it's
being
taking
injured to being
2d10
injured.
persistent.
It's gonna take,
Very nice.
it's gonna take 3 damage every turn now.
Yay!
Yeah, that is my turn. Go.
Wait, yo. I could do a thing.
No.
Reaction MVP.
Yeah. That was an
Helper
attack.
man doing his thing.
That was an attack roll.
No.
I won't fake out this time, and this time instead I'll shadow projectile.
Ah,
Okay.
very nice.
Nat 1 again.
Let's go!
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Rolling damage. It's off guard to you. I don't know if it makes that 32 a hit or not,
It does.
but it does. Let's go!
Yo.
Extra 12 damage to.
It should be double because it crit
24.
failed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so 24.
So 24. And then, Cat, roll your damage. Oh. Alright, you deal an extra plus the 6 from the weakness you apply, right?
Yes.
Or is it 7 now?
Half my level plus 2.
So
7.
7. So you deal an extra 22 damage, Connor, with that. So you deal 42
Oh.
damage, or 46?
One pound.
That
one pan,
reaction
one
was
tasty meal.
insane.
Damn. That was a really good use of that shadow projectile.
I do things.
Zeno, it's your turn.
It is now near death. It's nearing the pearly gates.
This is where next turn I spit on 3 of you. You all crit fail, and then I crit.
So,
I
all-
crit afraid.
Please,
the whole clump of us just die to a crit fail.
Zeno, what's up?
please
gamer?
don't.
Damn,
Oh, God,
Keeper,
we're
you
dead.
mute.
My brain's turning off. It's fine.
We'll finish this fight, and then we'll big yes.
It's only
This
12.
guy's like right next to me. I'm not a fan of that, but
It's like
What?
1.
I'd say move.
well, my zone.
Yeah, you don't understand.
You don't
You still
understand.
get it.
You're fine. You just have to if you get spit on,
I have a
you just gotta
reaction.
succeed. You'll be fine.
I have a reaction if he attacks me.
Yeah.
Adrian,
Yeah.
you can have this.
Oh, thank you. That is very helpful, actually.
That's
Threes
a
all the way
lot of
down.
3s.
Yeah.
Well,
Except for the 5.
There you go.
And then I have another action, and I can
Gun.
give
No.
myself temporary hit points.
Yo,
Is it higher or is it the same level? Is it increased by level? Yeah, it's
should be
higher
rank
by
5 now.
Wow.
Wow.
10 temporary hit points increased by 5 per. So it's hiding by 2. So I'd only still get 20. Okay. So yeah, I'll vacation that and give myself the 10 hit points.
All right, I fright.
All right, let's go for another trip, baby.
Let's go gambling.
14. That most certainly does it. Thank God.
Himbu is onto the ground.
And now I'm going to harmonize self because I still don't feel very safe.
But you could just punch it and probably finish it off.
I don't know how much health it still has left. But also, I have a bunch of actions still, so.
Heal.
Also, fair warning, despite the fact that I've also already used my reaction, I also can't see you right now, so.
Fuck.
Yeah, then we'll do it. It is prone
Damn.
though. First
Alright, one
things
more hit.
first. First things first. It's gonna sneeze.
Yeah.
I'll play it like a dumb fucking animal. Sneeze.
That's not dumb enough.
That's not done.
I'm not in the room. I should have attacked the one in the room, not me. I disagree.
At
with this
least-
dumbass
Okay,
attack.
here. You want me to play it a little bit differently? Here, we'll do this.
No, too late. I already rolled.
We'll
It's
do
too late.
that.
I
and
crit
include
failed,
Lucy
so...
in it.
Drop me! Drop
No,
me!
we're good. I like the previous one.
Drop me for my crimes.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
Zeno.
no. Oh no!
Hold on.
Drop
The
me
last
and Zeno
one did
for my
like
crimes.
51 damage. That could just straight up kill 2 people.
I'm going down. No matter what happens, I'm going down.
Here,
Oh,
let me-
God, no.
Let me roll
I've
max
got 39.
damage.
I've got 39 HP. This thing could roll minimum
43.
damage and drop me.
86 damage.
Good fucking lord.
How
What
close
is
that?
43.
That is,
How
that is
close
10
was
away
that to your
from
actual... Oh
Uh,
my
that
God!
was 10 away from dropping me outright.
Me and my predictive positioning, I'm now over here, bitch, and I resisted it. Fuck you.
How much did you cut off?
Oh, it automatically did it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hell yeah. I see. Very good. You are not there anymore.
Oh my God!
I'm
This
actually over
thing
here, idiot.
actually almost just outright killed Connor.
Yup. Well,
You know
I
what?
did what I could do. You're all on your own. Good luck.
Because I'm such
Right?
a slave to RP and it's on the ground, it's going to instead of turning around and hitting you with its antlers, it's going to fucking just kick you in the face if from on the ground.
Okay.
Hoof attack. Damn, nat 1. Let's go.
I thought the sneeze was 2 actions.
It is. He doesn't stand up.
It didn't stand up.
It didn't stand. Oh, I thought you said it did stand up. I was like, what?
No.
1 damage.
1 damage from the bleed. And it recovers. So the
recovered,
bleed did
goddammit.
3 damage. But the
Yeah.
fire did 15.
Still up.
And it doesn't lose it. So that did 5 times as much in 1 tick as
I'm fine with this fight. Finish it off and then pick me up. I put in my work. I don't want to be. I don't want to be in this fight anymore.
Corner is unconscious, so Oldbleman, it's your turn.
Okay.
On the bright side, at least now I can technically move before it.
How much did the fire do?
15.
Nice.
It's like you crit or something.
What? If plan is to try and kill it before we pick up Connor, I think.
Yeah, it's almost dead. Just
electric arc it. It probably that might even do it.
Yeah.
I got more than enough turns to die a couple times. It'll be all right.
Well, and I do also worst case scenario. I do still have
Look how close we are to finishing the circle.
Yeah.
For to not use it
Yeah.
so quickly to the.
Look at all of my ingredients. for
I
my
feel
pizza
bad
meal.
that Zeno's haste is being wasted here, though.
It's a 3rd level spell. They have 5th.
Yeah.
Again, once you get to higher levels of Pathfinder, your cantrips become very much not your bread and butter. Alright, let's see. A 15 on the
Nice.
die.
The first, second, and third spells pretty much go largely unused.
Alright. Oldbleman, what do you do now?
It only took Kevin.
You zip
what the
zap
fuck?
him, and he only took Kevin.
Fucked up.
Fucked up and weird.
More reflex saves.
No! My greatest weakness. Saving throws. He takes 2.
I love rolling 2 2s and a 1. That's awesome.
Alright, anything else?
No.
Oh. Lucky! What's up?
Hello. How does electric damage feel?
Yeah, average.
You're trying to electrocute the shit out of this weird cow.
I used the wrong version. Mobby.
You know, the painful thing is, I think this thing was probably weak to fire damage.
Doesn't have any weaknesses.
We literally did recall knowledge on it
Yep.
and said
mean, yeah.
no weaknesses or resistances.
Oh damn.
He takes 9.
Lucy
Not
just-
dead.
Yeah, Lucy just got real lucky before.
Maybe I would be ignitioning the crap out of it if it.
The Catoblepis has 2 hit points.
God damn it.
I hate this. Somebody pick me up so I can spit at it.
This is when we all run out of the room and just let it burn.
And that is also true.
Zeno.
Even at minimum damage, it dies.
Well, I have I like casting Soothe because it keeps my zone. So however, could it kill you to die in my zone once, Connor?
You're asking the long range character to stand in the zone. That's not how that works.
Actually,
Put
I'm
your
thinking about it, hold
zone
on.
not on an enemy, then I guess.
I mean, Zeno, this might be the chance for you to just shoot it with your gun and it dies.
Actually, hold on. Now I'm thinking. I have enlarged quantum fields. The size of this thing should have started not as 15, but as 25, and extended to not 25. Yeah, 25 extended to 30 when I cast that spell. So
So is he in the field?
my zone doesn't go out the door,
Oh.
Yeah.
but the zone is the whole ass fucking room.
Nice.
Perfect for
Anyway.
your zone to be as big as the room and for Connor to be out of the room.
Yeah.
Well, look, decisions would have been different if you remembered that.
For that,
Actually,
Connor,
no,
you're
honestly,
only
it
getting
probably
a rank soothe. Sorry.
That's fine. I said not to heal me, so this
I
is
don't
you've
care.
already done more than I've asked.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Three.
Why is it always
With the
3?
threes. Keever, what is your proclivity for rolling threes
know,
on your healing
man.
today?
You know, maybe Quiva's dice are just slowly over time. It was 1s, then 2s, then 3s. You're gonna reach a point.
It's just
I'm gonna reach a
20s.
point where I'll roll a 20 on every single dice ever.
You just
My
gotta build
candy
up
is
to
going to be
that point.
insane.
It'll only
my
take
D4.
9 more years of playing this game.
Anyway, I am just gonna be sad and then cast Warp Time instead as the damage spell on this guy.
Yo.
So it's gonna be the damage. I hate this fucking thing.
Please.
It doesn't take the damage.
Christ.
I fright.
Alright, I'm punching it.
I swear, if you make me have to stand up and kill this thing.
Okay.
Ugh.
It does not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It uses its reaction.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Look who is
I'll
back.
fucking die again, you.
Back again.
You missed.
Gosh
Guess
darn it,
who's
Fred,
back?
why couldn't you have stepped out? I guess I'm not holding my gun, so it doesn't matter.
Back
Never mind,
again.
Fred.
I'm banking on a crit. God fucking damn it.
Alright, Connor.
Well, I guess I grab my gun.
You grab your gun.
Oh wait, I technically how many
Yo.
attacks did I make?
You
You
need
need 4,
like
you
one
make one
damage.
more.
One.
It doesn't have its reaction
two,
anymore, so we should be able to kill
four.
it.
Okay, I have one more in me because of that. Hold on.
Because of haze.
Throw it. Yeah, that's what I expected. Anyways, see you in Heffel.
Oh no.
I missed.
Why?
You
Rerolling with my
probably would have been
hero
better off
point.
using electric arc.
It's dead.
Okay.
Fucking
Make it
Die.
die.
murder.
Bingus.
Fuck you. You stupid
Why the
cow.
fuck did they have that down here?
It begins to stink worse.
Clearly to defend the bomb.
This is
Yeah, let's
clearly
put
like
a fucking wild animal in the room with our bomb. Great idea.
Alright.
The methane method.
I'm casting flash fire on the bomb. Fuck out all this shit, man.
It's over now.
Kasawan and Zeno, go disable that bomb. I'm gonna stay here laying on the floor.
Well, we will get to that next session. Also, I forgot, it's not 4 bombs, it's 3. But there you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we know where two
Rule
of
of
them are
threes.
then.
Much
Makes sense.
Yeah, roll it. Gotcha.
And we are currently in the
But every
process
plus
of
one
being
matters.
able to disable one of them.
Hopefully.
Yo,
Potentially.
save me the sticks of pyronite. I want to keep those.
I don't
No.
know if I will do that.
Anyways.
Come on, I've already stated I'm not gonna blow myself up.
I'm gonna blow
Picks
all
up
of
the
you
bomb
up.
and tosses it
Believe
into
it or not, that
Ustradi
might
River.
not necessarily be my biggest concern.
See, here's what we do, Connor. Right? So each explosion has to be separate to do damage with all the sticks. We just light the ground on fire, and then you just toss them in one by one.
Yeah, but then I'm limited by actions.
I also have haste.
That's only 4 out of the 5, and we have 3 bombs where the Pyronite's still on this boat. It's like 4
Jesus
turns of
Christ.
throwing Pyronite sticks.
That's a skill issue. I don't know, man.
And also, haste only allows me to make a strike. Throwing a stick of Pyronite isn't a strike.
Wah.
You have to hit the fire.
If my plans are gonna be ruined by the rules, so is yours.
What if you use a slingshot to slingshot the Pyronite at the fire? Does that count as a strike?
Hold on, actually,
that's the DM's ruling.
Actually, I have a different option that's not haste, but is temporal twin. Allows you to repeat an interact action. As a reaction. So
perfect. Heck yeah.
Amazing.
So what you're saying is the
Did it-
chance of me exploding is still on the table.
Did anyone
Yes.
have fun?
There was a fun head.
There was
yeah,
a lot of fun.
Was this-
I'm
actually.
still
That
wondering
was
why
probably,
the fuck this guy's in here.
Yeah,
this
for
was
real.
a session.
Genuinely, this
honestly-
was probably one of the funniest sessions we've ever had.
This is a
This
great.
This guy's existence is the least concern of the session for me, I'm gonna be honest.
I lost years off my life from this session.
Yeah.
You're just getting really into character.
I was not prepared for this session at all. I did prep and I was not ready.
I must say I'm extremely disappointed that when we were having the conversation, nobody made an elephant joke.
Well,
Oh man, I had a really good time.
it was good.
I bet you did.
Lucy is definitely one of
I
my
couldn't
favorite
decide
characters
what's
to play.
funnier to me, Lucy pretending to be a child, or Lucy trying to sneak into the gunworks pretending to be a package. Like top 2 Lucy moments for me.
We need to make there needs to be a compilation of all Lucy pretending to be something.
Yeah.
Session
yeah,
one,
really,
pretending to be an old woman.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
like-
Lucy with just like a posse of like Lucy, old Lucy, child, dwarf, a solid snake hiding in a package.
There's been a couple of other ones too.
I just want the art of like all of the Lucys and like a Roger from
Collect them all.
from American Dad style.
I would love that so much.
Yeah, honestly, this thing being in this room really is like the last question on my list from this session.
I don't know. Lucy doing Lucy stuff is pretty normal, to be fair.
And yet I'm still not used to it.
She is an agent of chaos.
She exists in a realm that only she knows how to work with.
No, I don't know if even Lucy knows.
No.
Not even she knows how she does anything.
She went off randomly in the middle of a mana storm, shot off electricity just to see what would happen. Like, she just does things.
For the actual like cat to be the agent of chaos for sure.
Fitting, yes.
Are you guys prepared for assassin game?
I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Moderately.
I'm ready for Assassin game.
Excited
I
for
feel
that.
like now would be a good opportunity, since you all are still here, to make some decisions about about
Oh yeah.
some things. I will kill the stream now, and we will
Nice to-
Goodbye, stream.
converse.
Bye,
Hope you had a
stream.
good time.